Hey guys, welcome to the final week of the 2024 CrossFit Open. Very exciting.
I'm sad though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into all that and more here in a moment. But before that, we're gonna watch the video of the process that we've had here at CrossFit Trussville and the inside walkthrough of the new building. We're gonna watch that, and we'll see you back here in just a few.
So why CFT? Why CFT versus a different CrossFit gym?
I just searched CrossFit gyms near Trussville, and I had a couple that I was going to try out. And the very first session I came here, I canceled all the rest of my trip.
What's up, guys? We are live. This is our last week. I can't believe it is already here. Some people are pumped about it. I actually used to like when it was 5 weeks. Did you do it when it was 5 weeks?
I did. That was before my time.
So, I mean, it was tough, and I will say probably for Andrew as the lead programmer, probably not his favorite that it was 5 weeks.
I don't doubt that.
But I will say the amount of times that he basically wrote a very similar workout during the week that we did on Friday. It was very funny every single time. But that just goes to prove that, I mean, the movements work. We work on the movements, and our athletes have been showing it. Man, this Open has been nuts.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the first 2 workouts. A little nervous about this one, as Fran-esque as it is, but it'll be a good one.
Yep. Okay, so I'll go ahead and share it. We talked about, I think last week when we were on here with Dave, he was a pitcher, played through some collegiate ball. Mm-hmm. And the question was asked, could I hit his fastball? And I said, fastball, yes. Changeup, no. Changeup, I look stupid. So today's my changeup, y'all. Thrusters are my nemesis. I have tried to love them since 2012, and it's not working yet, but I'm still trying.
and I think most people would agree that you almost never want to see thrusters in a workout. You see it and you think, oh no, that's the one thing. But it's a constant. You know they're going to show up.
Yes, and they're so good, but they're so good bad.
Yeah.
Now, would you rather thruster workout or assault bike workout?
Ooh, that's tough. I really don't mind the bike. I'm not as efficient as some of the tall guys, but I think I would rather bike.
All right, check it out, guys. This is our second heat of the afternoon. That's Lee right there. He should do very well as long as he controls this, which he looks like his pace is awesome.
Yes. Lee's very proficient with a heavy barbell, so that second round is going to be a walk in the park.
And the muscle ups.
Yes, he's very excited about the gymnastics.
He absolutely floats. This is Jamie right here. Jamie will do very well with these two. His chest to bar pretty good. He might rock out some singles.
Yep.
But I think that's a great strategy, honestly.
I think so. I think especially even for the people hoping to get in that 75 percentile for quarterfinals, I think singles is a smart decision. We watched Glover yesterday. He did singles on his chest to bar and made it into he finished his second round of muscle ups with the singles. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see who we got. Chris Jones. All right, so this is fun. Chris and Jamie that we just watched are kind of in a little rivalry.
Yeah, Chris was telling me about that.
They were talking before the workout, though, so maybe they were helping each other out. I heard him saying, hey, Andrew said we should think about this. So at least they're nice. Now, this guy right here, I am excited and want him to get to the muscle ups.
Will is a beast, and he has been working extremely hard.
And he got, this week, his first muscle ups ever. He did 1 and then did 3 more.
Just knocked it, and they looked easy.
They looked awesome. And he's so strong, he will do well moving that thruster. I just want him to get his hands to that bar for the pull-ups.
He and I were talking before this, and we were talking strategy on how you get to that second half of the workout, which the first part is a warm-up for the second part, especially if you have muscle ups.
Yeah. This is Michael Looney. Michael Looney is an OG from way back, man. Awesome, super consistent. Comes in, she will take her hair down after this workout and it'll be the most beautiful, like she never worked out. Check it out where Adrian, what's up Adrian? Adrian said 3 weeks is better. I do agree in that realm. By week 4, a lot of people were kind of tapped out. And that's tough, especially when we get as hype as we get. You know, everybody kind of wants us to get back into their normal training routine, but it is so exciting.
The competitor in me would like the more chances.
Yeah. Well, maybe quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Corey?
Yeah.
See what happens. Let's see who we got here. Mike Pender coming up. There's Lee. Mike going to be working on his pull-ups. Now, Mike, you will notice, is going to do that reverse grip. Okay, so for him, he's going to grip. He really has to focus on that lockout since you got to start locked out. He's going to have to bring his feet up. But then from there, that's his normal pull-up.
Chin over bar.
He hasn't changed anything about what he does. And then we'll have gains, which is right past Mike. Look at him working on those. He will do great on this. And we got Gaines right here. Gaines will be, Gaines is very proficient on the bar. I will be excited to see if he gets there and gets a muscle up because he can.
I've seen him do one before. I know.
It will just depend on how we are when we get there. The bar, he's a monster with a barbell. So he will be fine there. Heart rate might be up, but
it's for him, it's going to be heart rate. The barbell weight is not going to be a problem for him. He's one of the stronger athletes that, at least that I've been in class with.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be saving himself for those muscle ups.
Mm-hmm. Which I think he's got it.
Yeah, his chest to bar looked great.
I'll tell you right now, if he does it, I think this might be one he would repeat on Monday.
Oh, yeah. And see, he and I talked about doing singles on chest to bar because he said that he was going to do sets of a couple. And I said, I might go singles. It worked out for Glover. You save your hands. Save your lats.
And you saved that eccentric of that pull-up. There's
So it looks
Lee
like he's
back
taking
there.
that strategy.
Still moving well. Gain still got some speed there. It, in saving that eccentric, it keeps your heart rate down a little bit more.
Which is going to be important leading into that second round.
The difference in a chest to bar and a chin over feels wrong.
It's a world of difference. I
Unless
know.
you're super efficient at it. Check it out. Lee will have no problem here. He is one athlete that I would say he's probably breaking him in half. What do you think?
And I would think that's a smart move for someone of Lee's caliber. He's extremely efficient with gymnastics, so it's just going to be maintaining his heart rate and his engine for that second round.
Yeah.
Now, I think once he gets into the rounds of muscle-ups, he might try to go unbroken.
I don't know where he is, but he's in a good spot, I think. Let's see. Chris Jones repping through some thrusters. This guy right here actually likes thrusters. Now, for him, he knows he's trying to make sure he gets that lockout. Those shoulders are a little tight.
He's got the good build for thrusters.
Oh, yes. And his daughter. I'm excited to watch Sarah Beth go, too. She has gone all in. And he's loving it. He's so excited that she's in.
Oh, I bet.
That's great. All right, now, one thing that I kind of hoped to see was a max lift. We didn't get it, but it's okay because I kind of thought if they did do one on this, they were going to make us do a thruster again. So that's okay. I'm okay with it.
And I was 50-50.
Yeah.
I think they're exciting. They're great for the show, but as a smaller athlete, I'm not sad about it not being there.
I am a smaller athlete, but I love a max lift, man. Yeah. I love a max lift. Now, would
max deadlift, count me in.
Sure. I do like cleans. No, don't make me squat clean it, but I'm good if I get to power clean it.
Yeah, I know all of our bigger guys were really looking for that 1 rep max.
Yeah. So in this, guys, after they have 5 rounds of 10 and 10 with their thrusters and their pull-ups, and then they have a minute that they have to rest. In that minute, their barbell weight increases. So in this open workout, it is allowed for the judges to help them.
Yes.
In years past, they were not.
Even in past weeks this year, you have not been allowed to touch your...
You can't help, like, if their jump rope's out of whack or, stuff like that. Sometimes there are rules that say you can't touch it and the athlete has to do everything. Thank goodness they let this one.
They want that minute rest to actually be a minute rest,
Yes.
which is truly not going to be much rest.
No, it's going to feel like 5 seconds.
It looks like Lee is already on his 135 and his muscle ups. No surprise.
Look at that. Just floats. If you need some efficiency tips, just watch these.
Let's see, that's a set of 3 so far.
And here's the thing with him, too. So he can go straight up without that dip, but one of the standards is you have to pass through a dip. So for him, he's making sure he hits that dip and then pressing straight out of it. Here goes Mikey. Mikey will do well here. He looks calm. Looks like he's handling his breathing well. That's awesome.
And one thing I think we are going to see with a lot of athletes is that rest like Lee is taking. It's important to still not burn out once you get to what feels like go time.
Oh, yeah. Well, and with this one, your tie break time is when you finish the first 5 rounds, correct? Okay.
Correct. So even if you get past it and you have a chance to do that heavier barbell, if you don't get a muscle up, I believe your tie break is still that first
section. Part? Okay.
Yes.
Because then it's reps if it's not time. Right? Yep. Oh, I need Will to get to that bar. You got it, Will.
Know.
There's Gaines.
So
Looks like
hype.
Gaines is getting close. Yep.
Still moving smooth.
And here's the deal: when you move like Lee's been moving, I mean, he's flying. I don't know what time we have on the clock right now, but he was super fast to get to that.
Yes.
Yeah, we are at 9.5, so he's already done with 1 round.
Making great time.
And he took a minute rest, so that's nuts. He's great. Here's Gaines, repping through those singles still.
And he doesn't look too gassed.
Nope.
I think his pace is really good.
And for most of us, we're going to be into that 12 through 15 when we get to the second barbell.
Which is not a bad place to be.
Oh, no, I can do muscle ups, but they're not beautiful right now. So we'll see what happens. That barbell is not going to be my friend.
No, and same for me. That 135 is going to be, it's a different world.
I heard Gabriel go, wow, as he was lifting it. That it was so heavy. Okay, Michael, back there repping out some butterfly.
Some speed there.
Yep, she's got the butterfly down. This one was so tough for a lot of people, too, because they wanted to do RX. But the muscle ups kept him out of it because they knew they could do the other ones. And then we had one athlete this morning go and got her first pull up and then did 21.
So cool.
Isn't that crazy?
So cool.
They were,
Open magic.
They were mind blown. It was awesome. It was actually 2 Reboot athletes who they've had a little bit of rigs sprinkled into their programming just to get them comfortable with being up there.
Mm-hmm.
And they all talked about how much fun it was
I love
in
it.
class. And then I know it was Kimberly Farr, and then I think it was Kylie Collins
Okay.
who got some. And she said something about him being ugly or something. And Bridget said, "Excuse me, ma'am, you've never done this before and you're doing kipping pull-ups."
Yeah.
It was great. Here's Michael again. She is in her last rounds for sure, in those 7s, because she is doing pull-ups now.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie repping through. Let's see, Will. Okay, Will's still in those chest bars. We are working hard. I know he's... Okay, looks like maybe he just finished. He looked up at the clock. Let's see. They're changing out weights for him, then he'll be...
And one thing that's going to be great for Will and anyone who does get that first muscle up is that's hundreds, if not thousands, of points on the leaderboard.
A lot of spots.
I told one athlete, they said, "Well, I'm going to do this one scaled." And I said, "You've done everything else RX, why?" And they said, "Well, I don't have muscle ups." And I said, "But you're fit enough for muscle ups. If it's just a technique thing, maybe you get that open magic. And you're fast enough to get a good tie break time.
Yeah.
If you want to come back Monday and do it scaled,
Mm-hmm.
you have that option."
Yep. Love it. All right, Gaines is going to have time to do it. Lee repping out those. He's got to be at least round 3.
Yes.
Still
looking
smooth,
smooth,
man. So, not the next heat, but I believe the heat following that will be Andrew, Sophia. Girlie will be in there. Now, she has never done a muscle up, but I'm sure she will
gotta be
attempt it.
close.
She is very close. She's very, very close.
Definitely fit enough.
I don't know where I saw Michelle Free's name today.
I'm not sure either.
I don't know if I saw her name on there, but she can definitely do bar muscle ups.
Mhm.
She will actually do well on this workout.
Yes, this is a good workout.
All right, here's Will. We are in. Look at that. Like it's
nothing for him.
Super strong. This is the moment we're waiting for after this week. We want to see Will get to that bar. Now, with repping out these 7 like this, he's going to get over there and breathe for a second.
Yes.
There we go.
Because I don't think he's had to do one under fatigue yet.
No.
So this will be a good test for him.
Yep. Oh, everybody! I bet everybody is hyping there right now. Here we go, Will. Yep, he's gonna take him a breather. Billy giving a little pep talk, maybe a little bit of tips.
Don't you wish you could hear what's going on in his head?
Oh man! Look, everybody's eyes are shooting right over there. That's awesome. Yeah, man. All right, he's ready. He's got it. If he does these, with the amount of technique he did these with the other day, he's got this. No problem.
No chicken
Even
wing.
tired.
Oh.
Oh, he's going to get it. He can breathe for a second. Let's see. Looks like we are at 13 and a half, maybe?
Yes.
So he's got plenty of time to breathe for a second, shake it out. Yep. Lee has to be getting close. This has to be round 4 for him.
Mm-hmm. You can see a little bit of that late round fatigue setting in with Lee, but he still looks smooth and strong on those thrusters, which is awesome.
He trains a lot. So they got right at 1 minute left. He trains a lot being very fatigued.
Yes.
And his gymnastics never suffer.
Oh.
I need him to get one so bad.
He just can't get too far in his head.
Yeah. Here we go. Chris Jones into his chest to bar. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Gaines looks like he's gearing up, maybe trying to muscle up. He's not sure about it.
It'd be great to see him get one, too.
He sure would.
Anybody. It's that open magic.
Man, it's great.
Come on, Will.
The whole building will go absolutely nuts. Come on.
Big Kip. Yeah! That a boy. Yeah! You can hear it from here.
Yo, we are outside of the building and we can hear that. Way in here. That is awesome.
So great.
Oh, man. So good. He's going to try to get him another one.
Oh, and he was close,
man.
too.
Attaway. They just finished. He's got it at the very last second. That is awesome.
So awesome. Good for him.
Man, that's great. Lee had to have been either, right? He was either 4 or 5.
Had to be. The way he was moving.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Oh, I bet he's turning flips in his head.
Man, Corey, when do you go?
I go at 5'10".
Okay, 5:10. Okay, you're after me. Man, so in just a second, I think I might be trading out to be MC.
And I think I'm trading out to camera.
Yes, you are. And then I think Lee, once he is off the ground, will be in here in just a second.
I'm excited to hear how he did.
I know. That was either finishing up 15 or 5 or he was in 4.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I think I will do singles. I can sometimes butterfly, but those just zap your energy if you're not fishing at them, you know?
And I'm the same way. I worked on some butterfly chest to bar this week, and they felt okay. But like I said, I want to save my hands and I want to save my lats for that second round.
Yes, and guys, it'll be fun too because we obviously, like we've been saying, we haven't knocked this out yet. Lee will be able to give you so many tips. That's one of his specialties is giving all those little tips and tricks and tweaks and things to kind of get you through the workout. So if you haven't done it yet and you're listening, check it out. You're about to have all the tips coming at you from Lee. And then I'm sure we'll have somebody else in here, probably Soph after she's done, but she'll be in there warming up. And then you will see Lee leave here because they are always, he always judges for her.
Yes.
That's like their thing, which I love. I think it's great.
Very cool.
It's kind of like partner workouts. Either you want your spouse to judge for you or you don't.
Yep. Yeah, Hannah and I usually go in the same heat.
Which I like that. That's cool too.
Yeah, even though she usually beats me, it's cool to go side by side.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. I don't know that I've ever beaten Andrew at anything.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not ping pong.
No,
ping pong?
definitely not ping pong.
I have come this close, still never beat him.
I think I played him a couple of times when we had the tournament at the old gym.
Yes.
And a lot of fun.
Yep.
He's just a competitor at everything.
Yeah. We're talking about getting that going again.
That would be awesome.
Yep. And the man behind the screen, James McCool, also would be somebody talking about ping pong, James.
Oh, yeah.
How Corey was talking about, we were saying either your spouse can judge you or cannot. It's kind of like partner workouts. Either you work out with them or you don't. And then I said, I don't think I've ever beaten Andrew at anything, especially not ping pong. I've gotten close, but I haven't. Didn't you win one year, James?
Yeah. I'm undefeated.
Yeah, James
Wow.
James
No big
won
deal.
the golden paddle one year.
Wow.
It's good. Well, and I think, I'm a very defensive player. I'm just like a backboard. I will just hit. I'm learning the spins, but my weakness in that is I don't close off open. I hit home runs.
Yeah. See, I'm a big spinner. I'm far from the table and lots of spin.
Yep. I can hit them, but you get me too far open and I just lob it. Every time. Andrew's got the spins and the speed. I don't know, it's good. We got a lot of good ping pong players.
Oh, yeah.
Actually. Josh
I was
is good.
surprised.
I'm trying to think of who all did those tournaments. Bonner, you remember Bonner?
Yeah.
Bonner was good. Let's see. Oh,
It's like-
G2. So G2 will be in this next heat, it looks like. He will like the first part, and he will like to get to the muscle ups, but the barbell is not going to be his best friend.
Not in that second
Kind of
round.
like us.
Yeah, he and I were talking about it yesterday, and the gymnastics he is going to have no problem
Right.
with. I think the 95-pound barbell, if he maintains a steady pace, he'll do fine. That 135 might hang him up a bit, but he's definitely fit enough to get through.
His thing that his back's been bugging him a little bit.
Yeah, he told me the other day he was trying not to aggravate it before this.
That long torso, that'll get you. But he will do well. Let's see who else we got in this heat.
We've got some great heats coming up.
Let's see, we've got, this is 410. We've got Julianne, Lee Hanby, awesome. G2, awesome. Josh Holt, he will do well. Kathleen, excited to watch her. She's super strong.
Yeah.
She honestly, I don't know if she's done a pull-up before, but she might be one of those athletes that today's her first one, if not.
And probably good
super
enough
strong.
to knock out multiple.
Yes, Mike Wright, and then Sarah Beth Jones, which her dad just won this last heat, Chris Jones. Sarah Beth just swapped to hybrid because she wants to get into doing some more of the CrossFit type workouts, and her dad wants her for partner workout days.
That's awesome.
Which I think is so cool. So they will be in this heat. We've got a good mix of scaled and RX athletes in this one. So it'll be a good little mix of, if they're doing the scaled version, guys, they go from jumping chest to bar, and then they go to pull-ups. And then, as you've seen, if it's the RX version, it is a chest to bar pull-up, and then they're having to go into bar muscle-ups.
Yes.
So it will be awesome.
Now, it's fun to see how these scaled athletes pace this workout.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and they have such good cardio. Their cardio,
especially
is
the
insane.
rebooters.
Yes, they're great.
These
That
long
endurance
workouts.
programming.
Mm-hmm. The long workouts really favor the rebooters.
Yeah. They have done very well in all of these. It's just been cool to watch everybody because everybody just looks so strong and so fit.
Yes.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome.
Welcome me and Leon for 2 seconds.
So now, like we talked about, Lee's coming on. He just finished this workout. Andrew's going to come back on. He's been on the floor. They're going to talk to you about this workout, and then they'll be able to talk about all the athletes on the floor. So here they are.
The camera is on the reboot boxes. Got it.
What'd you get to?
Well. You're going to see a difference between the way I look and the way Lee looks. Possibly.
Both hands, we went together.
So I'm going at 4:30 with your wife.
I know.
And who else? Steven.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the 450 heat is nasty. Got Cam and a couple other
Cam,
heavy hitters.
Dylan, a few other people. So
Yeah, so it's about to get wild.
sure.
What time is that? I've kind of lost.
412.
Okay, so this is definitely a big heat coming at you guys. I'm gonna pull up my phone so I can see the heats. But while I'm doing that, how'd it go? Give us the dirty. Give us the what was it? What you expected? Any surprises?
It was what I expected. Biggest thing I can give is that for me, gymnastics wasn't too bad. The thruster wasn't too bad.
Gymnastics is in pull-ups or bar muscle ups?
Either one.
Okay.
Both of them felt really good today. I was very surprised. But for me, the thruster, with it obviously being a thruster, you want to have that full grip on the bar. And it's hard for me to have a solid front rack position with a full grip on a bar. So I'm already sacrificing my elbows a little bit here.
Oh, I see.
Which causes me to kind of come up on my toes a little bit more, which in turn kind of fried my lower back going into the heavier set of thrusters. But I will say this, it was my favorite open workout so far.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Is yours updated?
What?
If it is, mine's not updating. Can you read the? It is updating. Okay, yours is good.
Yeah.
Can you read off who we got in this heat? I see G2 on screen.
So in this heat, we got Julianne, who's going to be in heat 1, or lane 1. Lee Hanby's in lane 2. G2, who's on the screen right there, is in lane 3. Josh Holt's going to be in lane 5, so we don't have anybody going in lane 4. Kathleen Latham going in lane 6. Mike Cowboy going in lane 7, and then Sarah Beth going in lane 8 on the end. So
I just talked to Sarah Beth. She said she was a little nervous. You've got Sarah Beth and Kathleen. I heard you guys talking about Reboot and CrossFit. So these are two started off in Reboot athletes. Sarah Beth's doing hybrid, but the barbell is brand new to them. So is the rig. The workout that we had yesterday, I didn't know if we were going to have toes to bar or pull-ups, but I ventured to guess we were going to have one or the other. And so for a lot of folks, yesterday was their first time to try it out. We had a lot of first pull-ups. And yeah, she said she was nervous, but I told her, stay under control. She's got her dad in the blue, Chris, right next to her, keeping her under control.
Yep.
But yeah, Mike right there. His strategy on this one is going to be about staying under control.
Yep. And that's really the first thing you have to do within the first 5 rounds is I told Gabriel, because I watched a few videos yesterday on like strategy and different stuff. And one video that I really liked was if you go 6.5 minutes for the first part, you're going to go to 7.5 minutes for your rest. That means you're going to have basically 50-50 on
Yeah, I like it.
the first part and the second part, which I knew the second
And
part
by
was
the
gonna
way,
take
not to
longer.
interrupt you, Sarah Beth looks like she's done plenty of thrusters.
Absolutely.
It's really, I mean, there's a lot going on to have a barbell in the right position over your midline, and she's controlling that barbell. It's not controlling her. But you were saying?
One thing I did notice in this workout is you're definitely going to go a lot faster, even if you try and go slow. Like my first round, I finished in 40-something seconds, even breaking my chest to bar up from the get-go 6.4. So, I finished right at 6.04 for the first part. So,
Yeah, good.
it's definitely doable to get a lot of time in the second part and not come out like
Yeah, 'cause-
I do CrossFit athlete.
right. There were some people in the games who, or the games athletes that did this, and they got 3 and change, and that's a good Fran time. This workout is basically chest to bar Fran.
Yep.
My fastest Fran was right at 159, and when you do that, the fatigue actually catches you at like minute 4.
Yeah.
You get all the work done. You go, I feel fine, and then you just get trashed.
Yeah.
You go from standing up to kneeling down to laying down,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to be doing that when you hit your bar muscle ups.
Absolutely not.
You've got to draw it out, like Lee said, to 6-7 minutes, so that way you have that energy. Make it as aerobic as it possibly can. See, G2, this is his strength. Lee and I have a running bet on who's going to win against G2 and Corey Witt, who's on the camera right now.
Absolutely.
Because their strengths are right next to each other. But Corey's going to be more comfortable with the bar or the barbell, and G2's going to be more comfortable on the rig.
Corey, if you're listening to this, I got my money on you.
I have the headphones, so he can't
Dang
hear
it!
I know, I'm so sorry. I messed up.
Oh, man. But, yeah, I mean, for
Julianne
me,
looking comfortable and confident, strong.
for a lot of people, this workout is going to be the first 5 rounds. For somebody like such as Lee, who's on the screen right now, who does have a muscle up. So she was like, it's going to be 5 rounds and then 7 thrusters for me. And I was like, but your goal is to get through the 5 rounds. If that's your goal, to get through it as quickly as possible, that's going to be your tie break time. Which, in a workout like this, there is a lot to play with either getting your first muscle up or trying to get as much of as low as a tie break time as possible. So,
yeah, and one thing, I don't know if you guys already talked about this. So we do have a lot of athletes registered for the Open. I think probably 30 or 40-ish. But we also have 140 athletes registered for Friday Night Lights. So you'll see that the Open, we take the standards extremely seriously. But we do have a lot of athletes that are doing Friday Night Lights and not the Open. And so what we do is we jokingly call it scaling the scale. So you'll see some athletes who are doing jumping chest to bar pull-ups, not getting their chest to the bar. You'll see some people attempting pull-ups, attempting 7 times and going on to the barbell. It's not because we counted them. It's because we as coaches are trying to get them better as human beings. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So they're getting a good workout in among and a part of the community and having fun. So yeah, we don't want to do bar muscle ups for the sake of bar muscle ups and just staring at the bar. Because these people are trying to be fit moms, fit dads, and the people that can do the standards, we're definitely doing it.
absolutely.
And if they're in the Open and you can't do a muscle up, there is no grace. It is either yes or no.
Yeah, you either got it or you're going to sit there for 7 minutes and try one.
Yes. With Adrian, did you guys already? I saw he said 3 weeks is better. By week 4, burned out. Did you already?
I hadn't seen it.
Oh, we don't know because we're brand new here. I agree. Man, when they changed it to 3 weeks, I was like, what? How can we? And then, as an athlete, how can we find the fittest athlete? They introduced the quarterfinals, the semis, all that. 3 weeks is good. You, as an athlete, you can wrap your head around that. 5 weeks is pretty bad because I program for Reboot and CrossFit. It's hard. It's not hard as in it's draining because I'm having to get in the head of what some other programmer across the country thinks. I have to take guesses, and sometimes I'm really right. And we do pull-ups on Wednesday, and guess what? Pull-ups on Friday. It's not as efficient. Sometimes I'm dead wrong. But I'm looking forward to, I know everybody is taking 3 weeks to have some fun, compete, do Friday Night Lights, and then get back into regular training and health.
Yep.
So Mike Wright looking super confident. You can see he's been breathing like that the whole time.
Yeah.
And what he's doing is getting as much oxygen in and expelling as much CO2 out. So Josh Holt, our MC, if you hear his voice over ours, or a voice over ours, it's Josh.
So he's working on those 135. We got G2 in the back working still on the 95 pounds. Yeah, at this point in the workout, I was like, okay, 135.
Josh has 135 on.
Yeah.
So he's already there. Yeah, he's right on target where you want to be.
First set I did, I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then once I started doing muscle-ups, I was like, okay, this is starting to get pretty bad.
Well, look, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but I just realized this happens every year, but we're 8 minutes into this heat. I'm going next heat, so I'm going to have a solid 5-minute warm-up for basically double Fran. I am going to leave it to you. I'm going to go try to row 200 or 300 meters real quick.
You need a ski.
I'm going to ski, row, and do 5,000 air squats.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to try to bring somebody in here. Have fun. Ask questions in the comments. We've got Candace who's going to be out here. I'm going to try to get Bridget out here as well. If you have any questions for anybody, ask them. But I will see you guys a little bit later. Have fun, Lee. I'll try.
So all of our athletes are still working. We're 8.5 minutes in. You can see we got Julianne right there. This is actually her first Friday Night Lights with the gym, but also her first Friday Night Lights workout on live stream. So her husband Will, who's in the sound booth, you may get a glimpse of him every now and then, but he was super excited that she was actually doing it during the live stream. So super excited for her. We got Lee. Looks like she is still working on those chest to bar. This is a good strategy that I told her. If you're not super confident in your chest to bar, I know she was hesitant in the workout in general. I told her just to kind of hammer the thrusters, because if she does her chest to bars in 2s, 3s, singles, she's going to get a lot of rest right there. So you can see she actually just finished her 5 rounds. So that's super exciting. Definitely moving through her thrusters, moving it very efficient, kind of like Andrew said earlier. She's one of our reboot athletes, but kind of coming around to the open, she looks very, very comfortable with that barbell, so that's super exciting to see. See, Lee is getting ready to go into her next round. We got our wonderful Phoenix looking great. Josh going into his second set of bar muscle-ups here. We're approaching right at that 10-minute mark. Oh, man, you hate to see it right there. I know that's very defeating in a workout like this, but I know he'll bounce back and get some more. G2 working through those thrusters. For him, this is basically a bodyweight thruster. Same thing with his dad. I was telling somebody that earlier. I was like, yeah. It was Gaines. I was talking to Gaines, and we were sitting there saying, you know, Gabriel's, that thruster is basically his body weight. And I was like, I told Gaines, I've said, that's basically like me and him doing 225 thrusters in this workout. So super awesome to see him rolling through that. Let's see, Jeremiah, another standard for the height on the bar height on the 6 inches, but set the standard height for the bar for RX. So the standard for the pull-up in general is that you have to be in full extension at the bottom of the pull-up. So in theory, your arm and your hips have to be extended. For me personally, like those short bars that like Kathleen is going on right now, I can reach up and grab those bars. So in the open, I would actually be able to use those because my feet can come off the ground and my whole body's extended. But I would choose not to go on those because I don't want to have to worry about my feet when I'm going into kip, because then you're losing a lot of power there. So I know that's a long explanation for your question, but there you go. Lori, I'm winded because the workout was really bad. I will say this, for me personally, it really wasn't a lung workout. It was definitely a back workout. So I guess I'll keep my streak alive, even though last week I said I've redone every single open workout I've ever done. I did not redo last week, so I broke that streak. But I'm going to pick it back up this week because I'll probably redo this one. Right now, my hands are good. 50 chest to bar and 21 bar muscle ups in. Feel very confident. Hands feel good, so we'll see. So one thing you might notice is G2's grip is a little bit wider on his bar muscle ups. This is all really based off preference, to be honest. So for me, I like a little bit narrower grip, so I don't really change my grip between chest to bar muscle ups. I do change my grip a little bit between pull ups and chest to bar just to get a little bit wider. But that's really all based off preference. You'll see a variety of people with their hands in different places. I know Sophia keeps her hands pretty narrow as well. And it's just kind of what you get accustomed to, almost like when you do cleans or something. Ooh, I told Lee she's so close to getting that muscle up. Today's the day to do it if she gets one. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like lifting, snatches and clean and jerks. There's really no set place for your hands to go. It's just going to be kind of what comfortable for you and how efficiently you can move in that. Obviously, if you're way out to the side and you do this, it's very hard. It's going to be a lot of shoulders and chest, so just keep that in mind. If you're attacking this workout tonight or tomorrow, make sure that you do what you're comfortable with. Don't change anything going into the open. So we got about 90 seconds left in the workout. Athletes are working on that pull-up structure. Some are back on the barbell. Yeah, so bar muscle-ups is definitely a difficult movement to do for a lot of things, especially once you're 50 chest to bar in. Kind of like James has said to me before, and how I tell a lot of athletes, one thing you want to think about in doing muscle ups in general is trying to get your hips to the bar, or for a lot of people trying to get your belly button to the bar, because for some reason that they understand that a little bit more than hips to bar. So getting that up to the bar will be able for you to get up and over that bar a lot easier, rather than trying to just pull and then try and get your chest here and then do the old-fashioned chicken wing that a lot of people love, and I'm sure you're going to see on this live stream at some point. I know Josh was hitting some chicken wings earlier, so it's definitely something you will see coming in the future. So we got about 30 seconds left. Lee's still working, trying to get that first muscle up. I told her that a muscle up will make the biggest difference in the world, and me being a coach, I obviously want it to be as pretty as possible, but in a workout like this, you do every form, shape, fashion you can to get up there. So again, if you're doing this workout at any point, remember that. Every muscle up you do is going to bump you up a ton. So think about that. 5 seconds left. Good Lord. And boom, wrapping out the workout right there. Looks like we had a few people working on round number 2 or 3 of the muscle ups. So that's always super duper exciting to see. You got Cowboy laying on the ground. Looks like he is loving life right now. He asked me what my strategy was before we started, and I told him, go fast and go hard, and he just sat there and looked at me like I was a deer in the headlights. So it was really funny. He said, no, really, what's your strategy? I told him again, and he didn't believe me. So, all right, that wraps up heat number 2 for the live stream, which is super exciting. So the next heat is definitely one that you're going to want to see, because we have Andrew going in it, Sophia, Steven, Michelle, Jesse Hickey, Nicole Wendell, and Donnie Thorntonberry. So, yeah. That was kind of an awkward pause. Sorry, everybody. I'm still kind of catching my breath from the workout, so if I just stop talking at some point, you know why. Just remember that. So one thing I do want to say, guys, if you are watching on whatever platform you're watching on, make sure you share the video in any form or fashion that you can. That way we can get this out. People can see it. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're watching now or later, thank you for watching. Trying to keep the YouTube moving. Get the Facebook videos moving as well. So, yeah, thank you very much. Like, subscribe. I wish I could say, comment what you think next week's going to be, but thankfully the Open's over after this week, and we can all go back to normal lives and not have to focus about the Open. I know the first workout we're going to do when we get back probably has a lot of heavy barbell in it, since for some reason the Open didn't want to give us that this year. Yeah. If you follow me on Instagram/Facebook, you need to go see my story that I posted last night, so it'll be expired tonight. But it's literally the picture of Pablo Escobar in Narcos, where he's sitting in the swing and he's looking down and his belly's sticking out. And it says, "Big boy's sad because there's not a heavy barbell in the Open this year." That's me. I was really hoping for a max lift today. But, I guess we can't get what we wish for every time. So, 2 things. Are you coming in here?
Soph's coming? Are you
Yeah, I'm judging Sophia.
He's coming in. You.
So, I'm going to go judge Sophia. We got Glee coming in. I call her Glee because I'm the original Lee, and she needs a different name. And then Ruby's coming in. So, come on.
I'm ready.
I saw you almost get your muscle up.
No.
You were close. That last one, you almost had it. You shouldn't have gave it up.
I looked at Shay. I said, "What if?" 3, 2, 1. And I hit
I
it.
saw you run into the bar, so yeah.
I was ready. Say, we were having a good time. All right, Ruby. Are we on?
Excellent. How was it, Ruby?
Good.
Yeah?
Tiring.
Tiring? Did you finish?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Beast
Like
mode.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost?
Like,
How many rounds do you have left?
I had just the muscle ups left in the last round.
Just the muscle ups left in the last round? That's awesome, girl. So cool. Well, our next heat, we got, I think, a pretty stacked group. I see Sophia out there, Michelle.
I can't really see it.
I know, it's hard. So you gotta look back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, look.
I see
Yeah,
that
there
one
you go.
now.
Yeah, where the Phoenix is. Yeah. Nicole, who I'll be interested to see. She did RX last week. It looks like she's stacking plates. So she's going to do the jumping chest to bar. And I think that's Donnie on the other end. So,
Those kipping chest to bar
Ooh.
were hard.
yeah. They
Did
are
you kip
hard.
them or did you jump them?
Oh, I kept. Yeah. Still working on that butterfly. And I think Andrew's supposed to be in this heat too next to Sophia. So that will be
Wait, he
super
is?
exciting.
Oh, there he is.
He's going to be on this far end, yep, in lane 1. Sophia is in lane 2.
I want to come sit with this champion right
Come
here.
on, Mike. Yes.
This girl right here is a super CrossFit girl.
That's right.
Aren't you, Rubik's Cube? Well, what are we watching? The
So-
next round, the 4:30 round?
Yes.
Got the
so-
big guys in it?
Yeah, you've got Andrew in lane 1, Sophia
Is
in lane
Steven
2.
going?
Steven, I think, is going.
Okay.
He just got here.
Oh, this will be a good run.
Oh, he's a professional, Ruby. He'll be just fine. Yeah, this will be a good heat. And then you got Nicole, you got Donnie going. This will be lots of fun. So, Mike, how'd it go for you?
I felt all 73 years that God has given me, every one of them. I almost got done with my with the 100.
Hey, that's
I
excellent.
was 9 short on the pull-ups. So,
Hey, that's great.
but
though.
anyway, yeah,
That's great.
I felt good about it.
Yeah, for me, it was kind of like pressure off because I don't have a bar muscle up yet. So
Okay.
I kind of just
I just
was
You just
cruising
quit,
through.
didn't you?
Yeah, well, I did those 7 thrusters.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Okay.
and then I had about
I just
3 to
did
4 minutes
the-
to try to get a muscle
I
up.
just
Oh,
did
no.
my gymnastics kit. That's because I
Yes.
can't do a bar muscle up.
Well, that's okay.
But
We're
they
gonna get you
fixed
there.
you your own bar, Ruby. That was so wonderful, huh? Isn't this a great gym that'll get a bar for you?
I think that's the plan in the new gym too.
Is that
To have
right?
adjusting bars,
Sweet.
I think.
Wait,
I
they
saw him
are gonna
talking
do
about
that?
it. Maybe.
Right.
But that one's made for like you and the kiddos to use.
Did you
in
have any kind of
future.
plan on this workout today, or what did you do, Lee?
So for me, well, of course, I had a plan. I was just going to move. Thrusters are like my least favorite movement.
Yeah.
I don't mind rig work. I'm just not quite there to that point of being super experienced with it. So for me, I didn't really have a strategy, but then Boyley ran up to me right as soon as he got done. He said, you need to go on the thrusters. He said, do singles on the chest to bar because you need to get your heart rate down for all the rounds to be completed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the first round, I did the thrusters unbroken, did link some chest to bar. I tried doing singles on the chest to bar. That didn't really work out for me like I
Yeah.
thought it would. So,
It's very difficult for me because I have to kip each time I go up, so
Yeah.
it makes it harder for me.
Right.
If I were just jumping from the floor and doing a pull-up, maybe it'd be different, but
right.
I have to get a kip together, so.
Ruby, do you have a strategy or was your strategy just go?
Kind of just go.
Just go.
Just go. That's what she does all the
I
time.
hear.
they
Oh,
just
here they go.
started.
They are starting.
Oh, here we are.
I saw the clock start. I was like, oh.
So there's Andrew. As you can see, he definitely can probably bust
moving.
out these thrusters unbroken. It's a lightweight for him and
There's
Sophia. Mm-hmm.
These guys that squat 300-400 pounds, this kind of movement for them is so good.
Right.
Did Corey already go?
Not yet. He'll be going, I think, a little
And
bit
then
later.
Sophia's a gymnast.
Yes,
Which
by
is-
trade. Uh-huh.
Yeah, by trade, right.
And Andrew's just,
Oh, he's a beast.
yeah. So it'll be fun to watch them two kind of go head to head.
I'll be anxious to see how his anaerobics
Yeah.
do after about 4 rounds on this and see where he's
Right.
breathing.
Who is that? Is that?
That's Corey,
Je-
isn't it?
No, that's
No.
Jesse, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Jesse.
You just can't tell.
Yeah, it's Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah. Which he just recently started
Steven.
too.
Yeah.
and he's doing excellent in the gym. And there's Michelle.
Yeah, she looks good.
I did tell her, I said, you know,
you
she's
see
been really
Nancy's?
working on her butterfly for chest to bar, but I did tell her today if she starts to slow, she just needs to go back to kipping because she can drill out 10 kipping.
Yeah, she's
no
good.
problem.
I don't doubt that.
Gaines is eating something. A sucker.
You
Gaines
know.
is eating a sucker.
You gotta have your snacks, Ruby. Look, I got my snacks right here. Snack attack. Yep. Gotta refuel. So there you see Donnie going. You got Nicole right there.
I forgot that Donnie was doing it.
I definitely would not prefer to do jumping chest to bar.
No.
Yeah, I
over.
know.
People don't understand how hard jumping chest to bar is until you have to do 100 of them.
Yeah, well, it looks like it'd be easy because you're up on
Or
a
50 of
platform, but you're squatting every time
Right,
and jumping to chest every time.
right. It is definitely a workout that would blow your legs up.
Now there's Michelle. She's doing the chest to bar.
There she goes.
She's
Now she's
kipping.
kipping. Yep. Well, see, this is what I told her. You know,
Yeah.
if she can do the kipping, great. But as you can see, if you're going to mess up your butterfly, you just want to.
I just can't do a butterfly. I love to
trying
watch you guys that can. I'm totally impressed. But
Is that just? Oh yeah, it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Is he doing the jumping or the kipping?
I had great help on mine though. I had Bridget
Yes.
and Gabriel both just kind of guiding me to keep me moving, not let me stop and breathe.
Right. And that's the whole point in this first part. Like, I know some people are like, oh man, it's lightweight. It's only 10 chest to bar. I'm going to fly through it. And then you just blow up towards that, like, 4th round. And if you're planning to try to get some muscle ups in, because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, when I just was playing around trying to do one, my quads were
Oh.
cramping up. Yep, she
Well,
knows.
one of the things too that has affected me in CrossFit,
Is
I was a
that
runner, so I could
Sophia?
run 10K or 5K and do fine. You know, run it and not breathe hard. But working with weights, the anaerobic against the aerobic is entirely different. And
Yeah.
when you're doing those thrusters, your anaerobic just goes away.
Yep.
Have no breathing. And
Yeah, you definitely.
Andrew's working on his breath right now himself, slowing it down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the bars with the tape on them. They make me rip.
Some people prefer it, some don't. It's just kind of a preference thing.
Yeah.
That's why we have some rigs with tape, some without. I don't use tape either. I do feel like it
Yeah.
can tear up your hands a little bit more. Sophia working on her 3rd round.
She has great form.
Obviously,
That
yes.
girl.
Let's see, where are we going now?
There's Jesse again.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been in the gym since January, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, not very long, but he's crushing
Something
it.
like that. Yeah, he's
Crushing
doing really
it.
well.
There you go, Shell.
Who said Keno?
As you can see, a lot of people are out there. It's not kind of like last week where I don't feel like last week I could talk at all
Right.
in the workout.
Right.
Today, you see a lot of these people, they're chatting with their
That's
judge,
right,
like
yeah.
trying to get their heart rate down, trying to catch their breath.
Yep.
It's just funny, the difference between the two workouts. And I think it's from other people telling them, you don't want to gun it in this
Exactly.
first block of work because you got to save it.
Well, that's what I appreciate about Bridget. She wouldn't let me stop, but she didn't let me just keep running.
Mm-hmm.
She'd say, walk to the bar, do a pull-up, turn around, do one backside, turn around, do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And it kept me in a slower
rhythm.
pace. Yeah,
Mhm.
a rhythm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got a little of a rhythm, but I
You've got a great rhythm, Ruby. You really do. I watched you. You were going when your dad was going.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible how good both you and your dad are at gymnastics work on that rig.
Oh, my word.
Billy, his
He got
muscle
up
ups
on that,
always
yes.
are pristine.
It was amazing.
I
Amazing.
don't get how he does it with straight legs.
He's just so strong in his
Mm-hmm.
upper body. I think weight proportion too, how your body's built, just
Mm-hmm.
you know how much he's got to pull in different directions, and
I thought Lee was
that muscle up for him looks so easy.
I thought Lee was judging Jesse.
Mm-mm. So Sophia always usually has Boyley or her husband
Yeah.
judge her. I judged Sophia one time, and it didn't end well for me. I'm just kidding. She just has her preferences. You know, she likes to know where she's at, which is when someone is that competitive and, you know, as good as she is, she knows, like, at certain times
Yeah, Lynn
where
told
she's
me,
at in the
like,
workout
yeah.
and where she'll finish. So, and
Every
he's
time I-
good at that,
Every
too.
time I looked at Lane, she would be like, yo, how am I remaining one?
Mm-hmm. go.
Have you already
Jesse
done
looks
this?
good.
Yes, I just went.
Now he's on 135. Andrew's on 135 now. Looks like.
He's already too.
Yeah, he's pushing.
They're asking for the clock. Do we know? We are looking for that clock. I see Adrian asking where they're at because yeah,
6.5 minutes.
6.5 minutes in.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is fast.
How are they already on them?
They're going.
I bet Angel's gonna finish. I think Angel's gonna finish.
Oh yeah.
I tried. I could not.
So Nicole's still on that first weight. Andrew
Oh,
is
yeah,
on his
he is.
muscle ups. Sophia's on her 95-pound thruster, so that means she's in the second half as well.
How do they get to it so fast? If I would have gone really fast in the first half, I would have probably not have made where
Hey.
I got to my second half.
And then it looks like Jeremiah's asking, I know the standard bar height on scale is 6. So basically, for RX, you can go on the short bar. However, your arms have to be locked out before you do any of your movements. Like you can't be bent to go into a chest to bar. You have to be locked out.
Right.
So for me personally, I want to make sure I'm on a rig where my feet aren't necessarily
sad.
like where they can't touch because I'll
Yes,
flare
so-
my feet out.
exactly.
And I can't keep a tight core and form.
I'm sad that Chrissy can't get here.
Well, I know. Hey, Christy. There we go. Soph on her muscle ups.
Yep.
She has really good muscle ups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is where it starts to,
Yeah,
yeah, to really
exactly
hit.
right.
See Nicole still working on those jumping chest to bar. Andrew, is this his third round?
Yeah, my dad did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure. This might be Sophia's third round too. Shell's still on those chest to bar. She should be almost to the 95 pounds.
How about
so
Steven? Has he moved up yet?
I can't tell because
I couldn't either.
the camera.
There's Andrew. Going
Yeah.
on this. Oh, there's
Steven's doing thrusters. I just don't know the weight.
Oh
It
yeah.
appears.
I can barely see the clock in the background.
Yeah, they're right at 9
Minutes.
minutes right now.
Oh, what was that? Did you see that? Like
What?
on the thing, it went to the ceiling. It was like,
Here's Andrew.
didn't G2 just go too?
Yes,
He's
G2 went
good.
next to me. He did really well. I'm not sure which round he got into. I know he was doing muscle ups.
Did he?
Yes,
Good.
he did do. I just don't know exactly where he was at. I was trying to stay out of his
Okay,
way.
so Steven's
on
on
his
mu-
muscle ups.
yeah,
Okay.
And how much time?
So they're rounding into that 10-minute mark. So you got Nicole now working on her pull-ups.
Wait, you can do pull-ups or
So
muscle-ups?
Nicole is doing the scale version. So it's jumping chest to bar and then pull-ups.
Right, looks so fit.
Okay, Michelle's
She's on her.
she's on her muscle ups, I guess, right?
Yes, and she does have muscle ups. So
She does?
she does. So
Golly, she's strong.
yep,
That second weight was.
heavy.
Whew.
Mhm. There's Andrew. This might be Andrew's last round.
If it is, that would be crazy. Then he would have been the first one to finish the whole thing, right?
Which again, that doesn't really surprise me. Those weights are a little bit lighter for
Yeah.
him, and he's just an engine when it
He
comes to
is
this
an
kind of stuff.
engine.
Here, go. Nicole working on those pull-ups. It's great. There goes Michelle.
There's Steven.
Yep. She's getting her breath.
I
Yes,
did
as
Look at
long
her.
as,
There she goes.
as long as
Nice.
she doesn't take her hands off the rig. If you
Yeah.
take your hands off, then you got to come down. They
Okay.
had
So,
some,
like, if you, like,
So-
if you rest at the top and
Right.
you lean over and you take your
She can't get her hands up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I got up there, I breathed, and then I went back down and did another one.
Yes. Yeah, as long as you don't let go of the rig, then you're okay.
So if you're
It's
up
an
there,
interesting standard.
let go of the bar. If you go back down and do another one, it doesn't count, or
Correct.
okay.
Yeah. Because I think at that point you're resting at the top and you get more momentum when you're coming from the top and swinging back into the muscle up. Yeah, so they want you to make sure you're staying in contact with that bar.
Oh, I think Andrew is on his last one.
What are you saying? 2 more. Saw that. Yeah. Andrew might be done. We'll see.
Nope.
Can't tell.
I can't tell either. I don't know if it's. I figured he would go ahead and pick up
I
that
thought he
barbell.
walked away.
though,
Yeah, I thought he
if-
walked away from him.
They're at 12 and a half minutes in. Did he pick the barbell up? He did. He's still going.
Okay. Yeah, I see it
he is.
moving
I
now.
see it. Yes. I bet this is his last round.
Got to be.
Yeah, he's breathing. He's trying to catch his breath before he hops back up on that rig.
That last round of that second half was, woof.
There we go.
We still
So,
got 3 minutes. Well, I guess 2 minutes now, maybe.
so they've 2 minutes left. Yeah, they're right at 13:05.
Nice.
Nice.
Here's Donnie.
There's so much blue.
I know, lots of.
Okay,
blue.
that must be Sophia's last.
Is this her last
thrusters.
round
Yeah, I think so.
going in?
And this should be.
Oh, Andrew's
Andrews.
done. This is definitely Andrew's last.
So they're right at 13:35.
Come on, Soph. Michelle looks good.
You can still kind of hear the crowd going, woo!
Yeah. There goes Andrew. Almost there. 13:55.
Oh, I think he's done.
Steven working on those muscle ups. They've got 1 minute left.
They're right at 14:10.
That might have been it for Andrew. Nope.
He walked
I
back
thought it was it. I
over.
thought he had him.
Here's Shell.
Oh,
So
come on,
she's
girl.
got to make sure that that forearm and elbow do not hit the rig.
Oh, they won't let you do that chicken wing, huh?
Well, you can
lean
as
up
long
on
as long as you don't make contact with the
Okay,
rig was
okay.
the standard
Also-
we saw. So you can chicken wing, you just can't.
But you can't put it down on the
Right.
bar. Yeah, yeah.
And then push up.
That makes sense.
All right, we are heading
10
to.
Oh,
yeah.
he's got another round then. I thought he was done.
Jeez. We were way off, guys. It's
Yeah,
hard to tell.
I thought it was it, though.
Oh, Steven got that right in time.
That was a fun heat to watch.
It was.
That was great.
Wonder if they're going to go and show their actual scorecard so we can see where they're at.
I bet.
And yeah, that's
So-
about how it looks when you get done with it.
Everybody's just laying down. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, this is a great workout, no doubt. So you going to redo on Monday, Lee?
No.
Come on.
No. For me, it's not. I
want to
mean,
redo.
I think I will try it.
I probably my hands don't hurt. I didn't rip. I I could probably redo.
I'd like to get the 100, and I was real close today.
Yeah.
So
See, I
I
yeah.
paced myself a little better, maybe.
For me, it would be just figuring out if I could do the
Plus-
first
I have gymnastics Monday
5
night too.
rounds. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I want to so bad.
Yeah. I mean, if I went again, the only intent would be to go faster in the first
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that would be.
which thrusters are not really a strong suit for me. So, all right. Well, our next heat, we'll see who lines up for that.
It looks like Ken is going right there.
Oh man, this will be a
Another
good one
big
for him, for sure. My little ponytail popped, one of the bubbles. It's okay. Looks good
Has
for the
Corey
guys.
Witt been yet?
It's
Or is
okay.
he?
Corey Witt has not gone, so that'll be another fun heat
And
to
then
watch.
Cody Jett, I saw him moving toward the bar. I think. maybe.
Yeah, I know
I
you.
can't tell who that is right there. Oh, that's Lee.
Yeah, that's just I think the last heat. Billy, Lee, Gaines, Cam. It looks like he is
Is that
warming
him?
up.
Yep.
I know that
He's probably definitely.
Mel
gonna
and Candace, I think, are going in this heat.
Oh, really?
Yes.
finish.
That would
Candace
be
is
good.
going?
Huh?
Okay.
And then
I don't
seeing
think
who
my mom knows
else.
that I'm in here,
Oh, well. She seems to be talking to Jackie, so I think it's okay. I don't think she's too concerned right now.
so probably knows. But
She probably does. Somebody probably told her. You're okay. You're in good company. We got
Yeah.
you, girl.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So, Candace over there.
oh, they probably see me on the screen too.
Yes. From the inside. That's true. I forgot. It is posted in there as well. Let's see. That is Dylan in the middle. So this might be
Oh, Dylan's
a
gonna be
pretty
in
stacked heat as
I saw
well.
him. I saw him
Yes.
warming up on the rower, but
Yes. So this will be a fun one to watch for sure.
I remember last time I was interviewed. Lee was in.
Uh-huh.
Boy Lee.
Yes. Boily.
And he asked me so many different questions, and they were so like random. It
So
was-
random.
Yes, they were so random.
Like what?
Like, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite? I know. I was like, what?
Oh man. What is your favorite drink?
I don't know.
You don't have one?
Maybe Sprite.
Sprite? Sprite's good.
I
a good
usually get
one.
that.
Let's see. Did you do all the workouts, Ruby, or did you just do this one?
I just got to do this one. The second one I was gonna do, and then I ran out of time. So my mom was like, "Okay, we gotta go." I was like, "Oh man."
Okay, yeah. The double under one and the
Yeah.
rowing. Okay. Do you have double unders?
Mhm.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm saying.
Well, that's
I was looking at all the questions
I know that's what I'm
and all the
talking about.
comments and everything.
Who's the
Yes.
last one that said it? What was on this
So
one?
let's see. I don't know if anyone's in lane 1. Lane 2, it looks like that is Mel. Lane 3
Oh, yeah. No.
might be Cam. Zoe is over there.
Zoe's like at the far.
She's right in the middle. I think she's going in between Cam and Dylan.
Okay. Oh no.
And she's going scaled. She's actually
okay.
yeah. I think she's got a really good engine. She's a pretty good athlete. So she's been working on her pull-ups too, for sure. So,
It's cold in
is it? It feels good to me, but I just got done working out, so not too long ago. Yeah. So as you
Yeah,
can see,
Zoe-
Zoe there, she's trying to make sure she's hitting that full lockout, hitting her chest to the rig, because that is the standard. So, and then let's see who else we have. Ken, and then it looks like Natalie on the end down there.
I was gonna say, is that Natalie or?
I think it's Natalie. hmm
Yeah.
Yes. So, fun heat ahead, for sure. Let's see, I'm not sure who's going in lane 1. Billy's doing something down there. Retaping, I'm not sure. So.
Oh, it's. Who is that? It's.
Oh, it's Cody. Cody's down
yes.
there. Gotcha, okay. Roads 01. So.
This is gonna be fun.
Yes. Did you do the snatch workout?
The
And the
first
burpee? No. Okay. So just this one today. Oh, that's fun.
one? We couldn't be here the first one. It's because we were on vacation.
Oh. Vacation must be nice. All right.
And the second one I just did.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Crushed this one though. Did great. Yes. This is gonna be lots of fun. I think they kick off at 5. Is there time? Or now? 10 seconds.
Oh,
Here we
wow.
go. We're running early tonight, I
Cameron
guess.
has his shirt off.
He does, Ruby. Yes, he does. Oh, me. So. Oh. That was it. Bye, Ruby.
And we're off.
All right.
So, a few athletes to watch here. We got Dylan in this heat, and we have Cam in this heat. So, 2 athletes I can definitely get to the bar muscle ups, if not through the bar muscle ups. So, it's going to be an exciting heat to watch for sure.
For sure.
Lee, what did you think of the workout?
Well, like I said, it was 5 rounds of work for me, is what it was. Yeah, it was.
We were this close to getting that muscle up. This close.
I don't know about that, but I don't
You
know.
tried. You'd have been good.
Huh? I
You
did
tried.
try.
Mhm.
I did. I don't know what you're talking about. I did try.
Right.
I did look at Shay though, and I said, "What if?"
Have you been addressing all these comments?
I have. No, not yet. Wait. Was Soph using grips? No.
Sophia did not use grips, and she completely ripped both of her hands. So I go back to the old telltale that if you have grips, use them because they do help a lot no matter what anybody says. I know some people love going on tape, but every person that I've seen not use grips in this workout has ripped so far. So just keep that in mind.
She never wears grips though, does she? Hardly ever.
But when was the last time we did this much volume?
I don't know.
Chest to bar muscle.
Right.
So a lot of stuff going on for sure.
Yep.
So Gomez is going in this heat as well. I know we did bar muscle ups earlier this week just to kind of get some reps in, and she was one of those people that got a couple bar muscle ups in the workout. So she's definitely aiming to get some muscle ups this workout. Cody Jett's gotten his muscle ups going in lane 1 that was in the shot, so he's planning on getting some of those. I need to go in there and tell Cam he needs to breathe a little bit more on these thrusters because it literally looks like he's just holding his breath. So, yeah, that's one thing, guys. If you plan on doing this workout, today, tomorrow, Monday, Sunday, whatever day you plan on doing it, make sure you breathe. There's really no need. I was discussing with an athlete right before I came in here. There's really no need to go out super hot in this workout unless you get to a point where you know the muscle ups are going to be a struggle for you, and you really have to get to that point fast to give yourself as much time as possible. But if you're confident in your muscle ups, even if you have 1, 2, maybe 3, getting to that tie break time as fast as possible and then adding those reps up to get as many reps as possible is going to make a big difference. So just keep that in mind whenever you plan on doing it. We got Dylan working on his chest to bar. This is probably his 3rd CrossFit workout in 6 months, so we'll see how he does. He's very conditioned, training for his Ironman in April, so we'll have that coming up as well. Candace moving through her thrusters, and then Ken as well. A lot of moving parts in this workout between thrusters, chest to bar, heavier thrusters, and muscle ups, so got a lot kind of going on. Let's see. This is also one of those workouts that, it's kind of hard to tell where people are
Very hard. I was in the last one. Had no idea where. I was like, Andrew, he's on his last round. And I was like, nope, he is not on his last round.
The only thing you can tell in this workout is when somebody's done with the first section and going into the second section, because they just sit there for a minute, which is nice. But at the same time, it's like the 1 minute of rest for me is kind of a tease, because you go into it and you're like, oh man, yes, I get 1 minute, and then you do it and you're like, well, now my 1 minute's turned into what feels like 10 seconds.
Right.
So it is what it is. So still moving through that. We're a little over 4 minutes in. So all of our athletes are moving and grooving.
Yep.
See, we still got, looks like Dylan's still working on a set of chest to bar. Cam, I think, is still doing thrusters. Approaching the 4.5 minute mark. I can see Dylan's already splitting his up, which is good. It's very good. I definitely try to tell everybody, it's like, hey, if you need to break thrusters on the first 5 rounds, do it.
Yeah.
Because it's really not going to take that much time out, and you get a little bit of breather. So just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah. I think the first round in unbroken, then after that I was doing sets of 5, just breaking it up halfway and then heading to the rig. I know you had told me that single chest to bar would probably be faster than trying to link them, but I tried that.
You didn't listen. I know. It's okay.
I did try 1 round, and then I said, this is taking more effort than me just sitting back here talking to Shay.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely it is.
Oh, it's
So it
okay.
looks like we got Cam moving into the next round. So we got 135 getting loaded on that barbell. So he just finished his chest to bar. So 524 in. Dylan's still working on his thrusters in the back. Probably on round 5 if I had to guess. About to go into his chest to bar for that round as well.
You think this is his 5th round?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is about where I was. And if I'm as fit as Dylan is right now, I consider that a compliment. I finished the first part in right
Well,
at
I know
6
you
minutes.
were, yeah.
I felt great too, until I picked up 135. And then I realized, wow, my back hurts.
Yeah. My back didn't ever hurt. My quads blew up.
I know. My back was dying. I was dead.
Look at Cam.
He don't know where he is.
What were we doing?
That's fine. Even better. That's why I got more reps than you did.
Let's see. So, yeah, Dylan, they're adding his weight on.
Yep.
At 623. So is Cam. Cam's on to his thrusters. And here we
Hammered
go.
him too.
Yep.
Looks like he did 4-3 maybe. Yeah, because he's starting to walk to the pull-up rig, so that's good. Gomez still working on her chest to bar. And then, let's see who else is in here. So Dylan's putting a belt on for 135. That's probably smart. Ken looks like he is in the 135s as well.
Natalie doing those jumping chest to bar. Zoe, I guess, about to start her second half. Maybe? Let's see. Yeah, because their weight.
Thank you, Glover. Appreciate it.
What do you say?
You said I want a ham
Wait,
sandwich
wait.
because I'm the best Lee in the gym.
He did not say that.
That's what I read it as. So Cam's working on his first set of muscle ups, 7.5 minutes in. It's pretty good. Pretty good. This is definitely, I feel like this is a workout made for Cam, if there's ever been one. The only thing it's missing is bench press, to be honest, and push-ups. But everything else is his for sure. So Dylan working at 135. Gomez looks like she's still at 65 working on those thrusters.
It's probably her last round, if I had to guess. Same with Candace.
Yeah, she's still working on chest to bar as well.
Yes, there goes Ken on his muscle ups.
Yep. Dylan on his muscle ups. Looks like he's never left CrossFit.
Right.
Which is nice. Yeah, I remember getting the
There's
first set of
Zoe on
muscle ups.
those
I felt
pulls.
really good, and I was like, these don't feel as bad as I thought they were gonna
You did it
feel.
unbroken, didn't you? The first set, or no?
No. I decided I was gonna do 4-3 the entire time until I had 30 seconds to do the last 7. So, although I did do 1 set of unbroken on 7, so I think I could do unbroken 7s, to be honest. I've already said this once. I'm redoing it Monday for sure, because I'm going to finish the workout. I'm determined to finish
I think
it.
you can.
Because I felt really good. I was surprised.
Vote for the best Lee in the comments.
It's Lee and Glee, except Y for everybody.
We nicknamed you Raul.
No.
Yeah,
no.
we did. Yeah, we did.
No.
It's fine. So we're about 9 minutes in here. Looks like Candace is in her rest, maybe, and that weight on. Yep, to head into
Yep.
that second part.
Got Natalie working in the back. Last night I was talking to her because I was trying to give people some pointers on jumping chest to bar, because this is a movement that we do a lot in class, but this is the first time it's been in the open, and obviously there's a much stricter standard with the 6-inch space between your head and the bar, which ever since that rule is around, we try and implement as much as possible. But in a normal class setting, we're not going to measure people and say, hey, it's close enough to 6 inches,
Right.
Where this one's actually 6. So a lot of people were struggling to hit that chest. James, get your face out from the top of that computer. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So yeah, we were sitting there talking about it last night, and I was trying to give them pointers on the best way to get their chest up to that bar, because it was for a lot of people it was a shock that standard was there and that they couldn't do it. So I really was trying to help a lot of people say, hey, best thing you can do is widen your hands just a little bit, try and drive off your legs as much as possible to get that chest up to that bar. So she's one of those athletes that was able to really move through it and get those chest to bar.
Yeah.
So we got
There's
Candace working on her muscle ups.
Yep.
As Dylan is working on his. Candace should be on round 1. Dylan, I think, is on round 2 of his muscle ups. So,
And then we'll see.
Candace is
Mel
not
is
using
on
grips
that
or tape.
95 pounds too.
Let's see
now.
if my theory is in everybody ripping that doesn't use grips or tape is gonna
It's gonna hold.
I think it will. And the reason for it, just so everybody understands, is when you do muscle ups or really chest to bar, your hands have to rotate a little bit in order to get your hands over the bar. Ken, that's technically a no rep, buddy. Because you wore grips. I know. Your hands have to rotate when you do muscle ups. So you're not going to be doing muscle ups like this and to where you catch, oh my gosh, I don't know which way I'm facing, where you catch like this and press up, right? You have to rotate over and then press up. So if you have just bare steel like our spill bars are on your hands, it's hard to rotate over. But if you have grips, you have a padding that's able to slide a lot more and rotate a lot better. So again, if you plan on doing this, redoing this, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So Cam moving through his. I don't know what set he's on. I'm assuming 3.
Right at 12.
I know Dylan's
Or
probably
12
on his
minutes.
3rd set of thrusters, which is good. Cam might be the first athlete to finish the workout. We'll see. If he's on 3. So Gomez with her muscle ups. A lot of people here tonight for the exciting workout. If you think this is the best workout, definitely comment below, because it was for me. I loved it. I love this workout so much. This workout was 1,000 times better than both 24.1 and 2.
Why, Lee?
Because 24.1 was all lower back and burpees. 24.2 was all rowing and double unders. And this is the only one that has a relatively heavy barbell in it. And complex gymnastics. So Cam's starting round 4. He has about 90 seconds left.
Gonna have to get a little uncomfortable here.
Ooh. This is definitely the part in the workout where you're thinking, okay, I have the time if I go unbroken.
which he did one.
Well, you know.
But here he is.
Cam will like this. There's some men and then there's some boys, and right now, it's being a boy.
Here's Dylan. I'm not even gonna comment on that. That's a boy Lee comment if I ever heard one.
Look, that's the comment Cam would say immediately.
No.
Looks like he's staring at the bar,
Here
getting ready to go into
Zoe. Working
working
out
on
those pull-ups.
chin over bar pull-ups. We got 1 minute left. So Cam is working on his 4th set of muscle-ups. Looks like he's resorting to the singles method. Dylan's working on his
Dylan.
3rd set, I think. Looks like he's going back to the bar to start his 4th set of thrusters. We got about 30 seconds left. See if he goes unbroken here, he can get back to the bar. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. We'll see what happens. This is definitely the part in the workout where you're like, okay,
Yes, for some people.
for me, I don't know. Because I did it on the rig, I was fine. But if I had to pick up the barbell when I had 30 seconds left, say, hey, I have to get these 7 done, I don't think I can do it. It'd be really, really tough.
My last 3 minutes were just fine.
2, 1. See if she can get the last one. Got it in.
There you go.
Right there. So that concludes the last, or the last what?
I don't know where you were going with that.
I don't either.
That just concludes this heat.
Look,
and then now we're moving to the next.
Sometimes I just start saying words and it just doesn't make sense for most of the time.
Oh, man. Well,
So
that was
Dylan-
exciting. Fun heat to
It was,
watch.
it
Yeah.
was. A lot of muscle ups, which is exciting.
Yes.
I need to know if Candace ripped her hands. Oh, she
She
did.
did.
It holds.
Yeah.
It holds true. It holds true. Everybody use grips. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
If I had ripped in the middle of the workout, I think I would have stopped.
Andrew said he ripped on round 2. I don't know if that was chest to bar or bar muscle ups, but I just saw blood coming from his hand. I was like, it's awful.
Yeah. I didn't rip at all.
All right. Well, there's that heat. Next heat. Let's see what we got here.
I'm going to let Michelle jump in.
All right.
It's been fun, guys. I gotta fix my hair when my things pop.
Unreal.
So now I'm
Unreliable.
uneven.
All right.
With
So
my hairstyle.
next heat. Let's see. You're supposed to be interviewing people.
I was like, don't you need to go to Andrew's
Jeez.
I'll go interview people.
So next heat, kind of like last time, this is going to be the Witt, Kinsley, McMahon, Curry heat. So Grant and Hannah, some of our newer athletes are going to be in this heat, as well as Corey and Hannah Witt, Matt and Gabby Kinsley, and then as well as Catherine and Taylor McMahon. So, other than Grant and Hannah, this is the spouse heat for sure. So it's going to be an exciting heat to watch because I know they're all going to be basically competing against each other. One person to look out for in this heat is going to be Hannah Witt. She's doing the scaled division for this one, but she's going to be in lane number 2. She should do really, really well in this to be able to move through kind of the jumping chest to bar and those pull-ups, because I've seen her do some pull-ups in class. She's been working on it for a while, so that is going to kind of be a strength that plays a little bit for her moving through this one. Corey as well, as Andrew said earlier when G2 was going, we have a kind of in-house bet on whether Corey or G2 is going to be better. I know G2 got into the second round of muscle-ups, so my money's on Corey, so I hope he gets it to at least the third round of thrusters for my sake.
You want Corey to beat?
I want
G2.
Corey to beat
Yeah.
G2 all day, and I think he will.
Are you still shaking? My arm, like, literally, I can't get my arms to stop shaking. They're like
Probably because
twitching.
you got all these compression things on.
Well, that's true. I need to take them off. No, well, this is to keep my wrist from ripping. My wrists rip with my grip.
Hey, comment down below if you think Michelle still has her knee sleeves on.
They're on my ankles. They're on my ankles.
They're still on.
Let me take off all my. Oh, that's a little better, but I'm still shaking.
Again, guys, thank you for watching. If you've tuned in, we really appreciate your support and keeping the stream up and moving through it. But again, if you watch this later or if you're watching now, make sure to like, subscribe on whatever platform that you're watching on, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. So like,
Hit that
subscribe,
like button.
share, do everything.
Hardest.
Get it out.
Okay.
Oh man, Michelle, what'd you think about the workout? What'd you get to?
It was fun.
What'd you get to?
Either 2 plus 3 or 2 plus 4. Well, so at the
So you got the two rounds of chest to bar?
no, the bar muscle ups. I got through all of that. I'm saying I was in the second round of bar muscle ups. I either got 3 or 4. I can't remember.
Nice.
I was really tired
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
It's a lot of volume to do up until that point.
And the weird thing was thinking back on it. I mean, the thrusters. It was heavy the second part, like heavier, not heavy, but when you're tired, it's amazing to me how much when your body is tired, how heavy that it can feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know, something that wouldn't normally be. 95 pounds is not really that much to thrust up, but it got to be really heavy.
Yeah, I agree. The 135 for me, it was the same format to where if you know you're doing a normal workout, you say, okay, 135 really isn't. It is a heavy thruster, but it's not like super duper heavy.
Yep.
But at the same time, you've done 50 thrusters at a lighter weight and 50 chest to bar up until that point. So a lot of factors are playing into that for sure.
I did do my first set of 10 butterfly chest to bar, and then the second set I did 5, and then I started doing kipping ones because I started getting a little tired. But hey, look, I've worked hard to get that chest to bar butterfly, so I'll take that. I was impressed. I was like, well, this feels good. I'm just gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
Typically, I hit my chest and then I fall straight down. It messes my rhythm up.
So this heat's gonna get started at. Oh, it's supposed to be 5:10. Whoops. I guess we're way behind now.
Huh?
It is 5:18 right now. We didn't account for daylight savings time. Sorry, guys. We're still adjusting here. Did daylight saving times affect you at all? It still affected me hard.
The only thing it does is that I like it being light, like the light waking me up in the morning, and so it messes me up when it's like 6 o'clock and it's still dark outside.
Yeah.
So I want the light to wake me up, but I love it being light into the evening. It's my favorite. So I don't know. I wish it would just be light a little bit earlier.
I agree.
That's the only thing.
I think the Monday after it changed. Sunday I was expecting it. I was like, it is what it is. But the Monday, I woke up and I was like, nah, it feels awful right now. I just kept thinking because I woke up at like 6:30 and I was like, no, it's actually 5.
Yep.
This
and
is
then
crazy.
And then I don't know if you're like me, but like I'm not that person that changes all the clocks in the house like before it happens. So typically it takes us being late for something or missing something and being like, crap, I've got to change the clocks.
So
and they're off. So yeah.
My in-laws, they changed all their clocks like a week ahead of time.
Oh,
and I
that
was
would
like,
mess me up.
there's
No
way.
That would mess me up. How them hands doing?
Can I take you, Michelle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on there with Lee real quick.
Come on.
See you guys.
Here comes Edward Scissors Hands as he speaks.
Has Michelle gone yet? You already went.
No. Well, oh yeah, no, I went when you went.
How in the world do you look like that? You look great.
I mean,
Oh my gosh!
that was probably really loud. I didn't rip though. So.
Great job. I was gonna say we're sponsored by. We got logos here: Gateway, we've got Revolving, Ironclad, Drip. We got a number of sponsors. We just added a new sponsor, sponsored by Ripped Hands. In every segment.
I got some rip fix at the house if you need.
Nope, I'm good.
I have a running bet that everybody that doesn't wear grips or goes on tape rips in the workout.
Did you rip?
No.
Interesting.
But everybody else that hasn't used grips has ripped.
Well, there's a good rule of thumb that, so obviously we already said this and you guys know this, but I program for CrossFit and Reboot. Reboot doesn't get on the rig, but for CrossFit, right around 75 reps on the rig, your hands get hot, and at 100 reps, you can guarantee rips, period. So with this workout, there's 50 chest to bar and then 35 bar muscle-ups. Right around the first set or the second set of bar muscle-ups, you're guaranteed to start ripping. Just because a lot of friction, a lot of body weight moving. So we're on, what time is it?
5:20.
5:20. I think we're a little bit behind schedule.
10 minutes.
Okay.
But not too bad.
So, I love I don't know who's filming. This is probably Candace.
Yes.
Anybody who's smiling, she's going to be on. So, in this heat, do you have your phone up? Did you already read the heat?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I know Lee just said he read it, but Corey Witt, Hannah Witt, Matt Kinsley, Gabby Kinsley, Grant Curry, Catherine McMahon, Taylor McMahon, and Hannah Curry. So, truly, there's only 3 families in this entire heat.
Yep.
Just like last week. Kinsley's an absolute beast. Matt Kinsley, he's going to do well in this workout.
Yep.
He is tough as nails.
I think one thing that may play into a factor is he didn't see a lot of the earlier heats. I think he only saw the one before this.
Okay.
So hopefully he doesn't come out too hot. He did just finish his first round in 50 seconds. And went straight back to the barbell rather than just kind of chilling for a second.
Yeah.
And collecting his breath. So we'll see kind of how that plays out. I think he's going to do very well, though.
Hey, James, I apologize. Can you take this phone inside? It's connected to the headphones for the camera. I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody in this heat is tough.
Yeah.
Gabby is extremely tough. Hannah as well. Corey took second last week.
Yep.
Is that right? So he is... I didn't know this until last week. He's a strategy monster.
Yeah.
He really broke the workout down and did it the way he needed to do it. You were talking about watching Kinsley. It is important to watch other athletes so you can kind of learn from their mistakes.
Yep.
And Corey did a good job of that last week. So, Gabby, I like the way she's moving. That's super consistent. Dropping early, not killing her arms. And that's what this workout was.
Absolutely.
So when I went, I probably, I obviously couldn't watch myself, and I'm not going to later, but it's probably going to be difficult to watch me later and see how much I was resting. But just like the rest of these athletes, you're gone. I mean, it's a very explosive movement for your upper body and your lower body, and there's just no oxygen in your system.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my breathing, I felt okay. But muscle fatigue was a real thing in this workout between your biceps, your legs, and your lower back, for me specifically.
And what he's mentioning right there, just keep in mind, he mentioned all muscle groups. He didn't mention anything about heart rate or lungs. It's not like last week where if you go too hot, your heart rate goes. It's if you go too hot, your muscles are gone.
Now, I'm not saying it's not a heart rate workout.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
But for me, I knew out the get-go, like, hey, we need to just chill, break up the chest to bar, go slower on your thrusters to try and maintain your breathing. So you can definitely, this is kind of like an assault bike workout. You can definitely lose the workout in the first 5 minutes, but you're not going to win for sure.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, you got to look for, I think I finished, I don't know, I can't remember when I finished.
I finished the 4th round of bar muscle ups. You were in your 5
No, sorry, I meant the first 5 rounds. I think I did what you said was the strategy. I just kind of fell into it.
You went unbroken. You went unbroken the first 2 rounds, and then round 3 you broke your thrusters.
You think I was too hot? You think I went too fast?
I personally thought you went too fast the first 2
Really?
rounds.
I
Because
really
you went
went
unbroken
slow.
on your chest to bar, and I was like,
I felt good,
I don't
honestly. I'm not one. I'm a pretty strategic person. I'm analytical, and I felt like I was under control. I felt like it was an inevitability of just going, well, now I'm dead.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to redo it on Monday, and part of me wants to just do my gymnastics unbroken because the gymnastics part wasn't really an issue for me.
Oh, you're saying unbroken bad on the thrusters? You said I should have broken those?
No, you didn't break up your chest to bar in the first couple rounds.
I think, okay. I can't remember. It was all a blur. My hands hurt.
That's good. That's all you need.
Catherine looking like a monster. Yeah, she's a tough mama. Yeah, just like Candace, Catherine, Hannah, all these ladies, just it's inspiring to see mothers who are in shape, examples of fitness, you know, tough as nails. It just shows that you're tough, you know, mentally, physically. You're going to be here for the long haul as a parent, healthy, and that's what it's all about. Not competition. It's about community and excellence. So we're getting a zoom up of the rig.
So Kinsley's still working on his chest to bar.
And I love how Billy's coaching him. You know, he's judging him, but he's also giving him a little tidbits. It's not this, come on, let's go. It's a cool, casual, hey, here's where you're at. Here's what you need to do. Because, again, it's all about keeping perspective for the next set of 5 rounds.
Absolutely.
So what do you think these athletes, or every athlete that's gone, what was their first thought on the 135-95? Was it surprisingly light? Surprisingly heavy?
For me, it felt heavier than it needed to, but it still wasn't like overbearingly heavy for me. I would say that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I wish it was overbearingly heavy.
Yeah, me too. I wish it was 225.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
That would have been a great workout.
Bring it. Make it 225 squat cleans instead of thrusters next time. That would be great.
Now it looked like Corey is into singles.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. He said his strategy was to go 5-5, and I think he did that for round 1, but now he's dropped straight to singles.
And it's one of those things that you're like, ooh, he's hurting. But in the past, especially with toes to bar, definitely with toes to bar, the single, turnaround, or single drop, it ends up being faster because it's a methodical rest. He's dropping and resting 2 to 3 seconds. Now that's a little bit longer rest where you go to your knees.
It's also one of those things in like handstand push-ups. Like if you had a workout that was strict handstand push-ups, it's the same thing. Do one drop. There was a games athlete that did that at the games a couple years ago. She actually ended up doing very well in the workout because of it. So there's a bunch of different strategies you can do based off of your skill level that can play in your favor.
Hey, what did Jeremiah say in the comments? Did you guys already read that one? Oh, okay. Jumping chest to bar pull-ups. We've talked about those a lot tonight, but they are not, we usually use those for scaled, and sometimes people misunderstand that scaled means easy. Scaled does not mean easier, it means more appropriate. And jumping chest to bar pull-ups, I don't do individual design anymore because it's a little too time consuming, meaning programming for individuals. But when people want to muscle up, that's the number one exercise I give them. Because you're developing a lot of your grip, obviously, but your upper back, your mid back from having to arch, your lats, your biceps, the eccentric portion of your triceps. And so if you want to muscle up, definitely do these. They are extremely good, and you can go to failure. Unlike a pull-up, going to failure in a pull-up is extremely dangerous. Jumping chest to bar, you just put your feet on the ground.
Yep. So Catherine's working on her pull-ups, still moving through those pretty well.
And you can see Gabby trying to get that oxygen in. So we're 8 minutes in. We probably have a couple athletes on their second 5 rounds.
Yeah, so Hannah's on her second 5 rounds. Catherine's on her second 5 rounds. They're in the scale division, so obviously they're doing those regular kipping pull-ups from here on out. I think Taylor McMahon may also be on his kipping pull-ups as well.
So they're both on the second set.
Yep.
So this is and that's what I love about CrossFit is because it's infinitely scalable. These athletes, it looks identical to somebody that's doing the bar muscle-ups where they're doing 1 or 2 and resting, 1 or 2 and resting.
Yep. So that's what I was telling Hannah Box, who's going on the very end. She obviously didn't sign up for the Open. She has been doing CrossFit here at the church for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. And we were talking about jumping chest to bar last night. She was like, I can't do jumping chest to bar. And I said, it's fine. I said, do this. I said, to get the stimulus of the workout, do jumping pull-ups for the first part, which you may see her do right here. And I said, then for the second part.
That's what she was doing a second ago.
Second part, try and do your jumping chest to bar because it's going to replicate how people are trying to do either pull-ups or they're trying to do bar muscle-ups. You're going to be doing, not struggling through the reps, but trying to get that one rep that's going to really matter in the long run. So, and she's moving through these like a champ.
And exactly what you're saying. The goal isn't, I mean, the competitive nature of this and being around is awesome, but the goal isn't to compete for the sake of competition. It's to get healthier and stronger, and that's exactly what you want to be doing.
Absolutely.
So you can see her loading up, and we don't know what happened next, but it probably was a thruster.
She's just moving. She's feeling good.
Uh,
So Catherine working on her pull-ups. Again, that second 5 rounds.
doing quick singles.
Yeah. Hey,
Very, very popular.
that's the way to do it.
Because what she's doing, she's eliminating that eccentric portion.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing half of the work with the positive, hitting the standard, and then saving her triceps on the way down.
So let's talk about this bet that we got going between Corey Witt and G2.
G2, how did he do?
He got into the second round of bar muscle ups. Corey's he's either in his 1 minute of rest or he's about to start his thrusters. So what
And nothing against me and Lee, we bet $2.
yeah, $2.
Two hypothetical dollars.
Yeah. So Corey's starting his 135 right now.
So I bet in support of Corey, and you went in support of G2.
No.
Was that? I went for G2.
I went all Corey.
I can't remember.
I was in.
It's so close. It's a razor's edge.
It is.
It's a razor's edge
Yeah.
because their strengths are identical. It's just
So the thing I
Ever
look
so
at
close.
is G2 is going to be better at the muscle ups. Corey's going to be better at moving the barbell.
right.
So depending on how this first round of muscle ups go, is going to be the
And
toss up.
seven's
here.
not many until you're fatigued.
Yes.
And then it's eternal.
Well, I think about the workout we did. On,
Okay, here he goes. Let's see.
I guess it was Monday where we did burpee muscle ups. He was pretty efficient at those.
Yeah. Is this his first set of muscle ups?
This will be his first set of muscle.
I need
ups.
him. Or you need him.
Yeah, I need him.
You need him to start in the next 10 seconds and hit 2.
Let's see what he's got here.
Uh-oh. That looked. What? Oh, okay, interesting. He's being smart. That looked easy, dude. So that's good. You can. I mean, the body language of an athlete is a big thing. You can tell. I knew he was going to go right back up there.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't struggling.
And he actually looks very strong in these.
Yep. So he's doing the old ice pick method. He's literally just chipping away, staying under control. He knows he's not trying to break the whole thing apart in one whack, but he's just.
Still got 3 minutes. So as long as he gets through 2 rounds, we're good. He wins.
So that was 3 or 4, something like that.
I think it was 3.
And guys, if you're watching, you have any comments, anything like that, definitely send them. We see them live. We'd love to interact with you. And yeah, once we get back into the new gym, we're definitely gonna have a lot more media. We're gonna have a media room. I'd like to interview athletes, get stories. We have so many interesting people here. You wouldn't even believe. But yeah, so feel free to comment, interact with us. Wow!
Gabby working on her muscle ups.
Very good.
Very good.
Very, very good. That's awesome.
Hey, and that's
Oh, she's so stoked. She's like, dude, it doesn't even matter anymore.
yeah.
Got it. So for her, the rest of the workout's bonus.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And I think even her, she was surprised getting up there that easy.
Yeah, the other day we were sitting there and we were talking about them, and something clicked with her and she was able to start
Here she goes.
cycling through them. So from what she said, Billy basically told her, and that's all she said.
What?
And it worked. Yeah. You'll have to ask Billy about it.
Okay. I mean, I guess I overthink coaching when I actually.
That's exactly how the conversation went.
All right. She's going to load up. She's trying to breathe. She probably knows she rushed it a little bit, or she just. Yeah, she rushed it. Yep. So she's got to recharge. She knows her body. She knows herself. She's going to relax a little bit, let the hype die down, let her muscles recharge. Kinsley flying up there. And for anybody that does not have a bar muscle up, if you watch how he leans back, he's basically pulling the barbell more into his hip than a pull-up. So pull-up, we're kind of pulling with our torso vertically. You can tell he's leaning. Oh! He's leaning back.
Now, if I'm Gabby here, I'm not going another temp until 450.
450, 452, yeah. You give yourself a little time, but yeah, there's no sense in failing twice. Go ahead and save up.
It's almost like a max lift. Like you just gotta
100%.
You gotta wait until the last second. Oh man. Oh, she went for it. She wanted 2 attempts. And it looks
Good
like
girl.
it paid off. It
Okay,
paid off.
let's see. That was I love it.
I do too.
Risking it for the biscuit. I love it. So she's counting down. We got the on-screen clock, 15 seconds.
Nope.
That time is slow until you.
Oh!
Oh, I can't breathe. Okay.
I need to know,
Now we
Corey.
have it. I was gonna say we have no idea. We're
I
riding
need to
blind.
know. I need to know. Can we get a hand check on Gabby and Matt as well?
Because I'm thirsty. It's 1 for 3, 2 for 5.
Oh, Gabby ripped. Gabby ripped. Did Matt rip?
Oh, it's a thumb down. Look at that Phoenix. Shout out to Kristen.
Did he rip?
No, he looks healthy.
Oh, dang it.
He looks. Yeah, ripping is not the name of the game. We're not proud of the rips. It's an unfortunate side effect of doing a ton of pull-ups on the rig. Let's see. Okay, he
Oh,
looks
he's
okay.
good.
He looks okay.
My theory's done. Dang it.
But yeah, you definitely don't want to rip. It's not a pride thing. You don't want to because when you do that,
Nice.
okay, beautiful.
Got a few muscle ups.
She's so stoked.
Nice.
But if you're watching, yeah, you don't want to rip because you're getting rid of your calluses.
Oh, I agree.
All of those calluses that you have on your hands, which builds up on your hand to basically, prevent your hands from ripping,
Yeah.
getting stronger. You lose that when you rip.
Mm-hmm.
So this is in a competition. I've competed for a number of years. I don't anymore.
Started back this year.
Yeah. We'll see. Honestly, once the building gets going, I definitely need an outlet. But this is the only environment where I'm going to push my hands to rip.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth it. If this is a workout, like if we were doing Murph, yeah, I'm not going to do anymore. I'll go to a bent over row or something. It's
Yeah.
not worth it.
Somebody asked me the other day when was the last time I ripped, and I said it was at Beach Brawl when I burned
Right.
my hands on the
Oh, yeah.
mats and then had to do bar muscle ups right after that. But that was
So he
Other
burned his
than
hands
that-
on the mat because it was at the beach and they did not cover the mats. It was literally black.
it's hot.
Yeah, it was basically walking on asphalt.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. So I learned from his mistakes.
Walk faster. Or wear gloves. One of the two.
Everybody went to Walmart and got gardening
They
gloves.
sure did.
Looked like fools, but
Hey.
everybody was safe.
Hey, it works.
So yeah, our next heat is the 5:30. Whoa, we're already almost. Is this right?
It's 5:38.
Yeah. This is our last heat, guys. Awesome.
Is it? Dang.
Last heat of the 2024.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I'm telling you, and it has been. I love it. Every single. We only had like 2 open spots in the entire Friday Night Lights. We ran. I don't know how many people we ran this morning. Probably 50, 60, something like that.
I know there was 24 at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 24 athletes at 9 a.m. So this is not everybody that we have in the gym doing Friday Night Lights or the Open. This is just for Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
And for our Friday Night Lights, we were 100% minus 2 spots, 100% filled. So that's just exciting. Next heat, we've got Dr. Daniel Smith. Shout out to Drip. Brooke Glover. Doug McElwain, Bailey Smith, John Hopkins, Casey Church, and Ryan Fogg. So yeah, this is going to be a great last heat. Sometimes we have one spot that's open. Sometimes if somebody's here, didn't realize there was a spot available, we'll have it filled up. And if we see anybody jump in, we'll shout them out. But yeah, Brooke's going right now. Glover went last night.
Yep.
They basically made the announcement, and he hopped in with Schmoll, started rocking and rolling.
The announcement at 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The leak.
Oops. Yeah, that spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
Somebody's probably fired,
Hey,
or they got a talking to. But for those of you guys that don't know, CrossFit accidentally uploaded the standards video before the live announcement, and then they promptly marked it private. But that didn't stop at least our private investigator, Mr. Corey Glover, from scooting ahead in the video and taking a quick snapshot. So we were 99.9% confident, an hour ahead. It's not like there was any competitive advantage of what it was going to be.
Yeah.
It was more fun than anything.
This happened last year as well, or 21.
You're right.
For 21.3.
The
in,
URL
the
debacle.
URL, yeah. where somebody guessed the URL like a day before and got the workout. It was
Crazy. So it was a live page, not
Yeah.
private,
Yeah.
but it was live, and somebody literally just, it's almost like guessing passwords.
Yeah.
Typed in the URL bar, and then
crazy.
boom goes the dynamite. There's the workout, and,
Yeah.
and they knew them ahead of time, and that spread like wildfire. So CrossFit needs to do something like that again,
Yeah.
but that's a trick.
Yeah. Be like,
Dude.
hey guys, here's the workout. Just kidding.
Yeah, 6,000 double unders,
Ah, yes.
6,000 pull-ups.
You'd have somebody that's so excited to do it too.
Get everybody excited and then change at the last minute. But, whew. Are there any comments? No, I don't think we. No new comments. I thought it moved up. I do see McCool is the man. Corey Glover commented.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that, James. Live stream has been legit. Hats off to you guys and McCool for the production. Thank you very much. It is an all-day thing. There's the man of the hour who's picking up the camera. He's probably going to do an overhead shot of the trailer. So this is the church's trailer that we converted into a little media room.
Yeah.
And at the new building, we're going to have a dedicated media room where we'll run events. And for anybody that's wanting to host an event at the gym, we'll do it for you. But we start bright and early every Friday. It's obviously a week-long thing, but we start every Friday in the morning, getting everything ready, and then James and I meet up here right before noon and get everything set up. He got all his monitors, computer, cables ran, mics, batteries, cameras. We've got this camera filming us, a camera on stage, a camera obviously handheld being passed around. Lee and I are here right now. James is on the computer. We've got an MC, which has been Josh all night, also Candace, and then we have an on-floor camera, which has been me and Corey Witt, and then Candace. We have a photographer, which has been Candace and Sean Bowles last week, and then we have our on-floor interviewer, which has been Gurley, and then our head judge, which has been Sophia.
Yep.
So that was long-winded, but and not to mention, every single heat has 8 judges and 8 athletes. So it's quite a production. I think it's easy to take for granted and just kind of assume it's kind of easy, but it is a production, and if there was one puzzle piece missing, it couldn't be done. So it's a team effort.
There's a lot of moving parts for sure. A lot of moving parts. So our last heat is starting. Kind of our overhead shot right now. You can see all of our athletes are working on that pull-up bar. You know, we got some athletes doing jumping chest to bar, and then some athletes actually going through the pull-ups. You got John Hopkins, who's in the middle. He says he's going to get a muscle up tonight, so we'll see kind of what happens moving into it. So
He's more than capable.
absolutely.
Has he done one before?
No.
He has not done one?
He came in today to practice, and he said, I'm saving it for tonight.
We got Mr. Billy Hamilton outside. Rubeast. Come on in. So yeah, there's John. Absolute monster. He's extremely explosive, which is very beneficial for the bar muscle ups. Not so much for the thrusters. You're going to be a little bit more endurance oriented in the quads, so you don't blow up. But the bar muscle up, if he can make it, he's going to fly, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Miss Bailey Smith. Thrusters, just the way she's built, are not going to be her strong suit, but she's going to fly through these pull-ups.
Yeah, chest bar pull-up, she'll do really good on.
They're not going to wear down on her. Even if she takes breaks, she'll be able to recharge pretty quickly. Dr. Daniel making it look easy. He's an absolute boss. Works 24/7. Comes in here and jumps right in.
Yep.
And he's making those look easy.
Yeah.
He's staying under control. That's what you want to look like at this point.
There have been some flipping of lanes, but everybody in here
Yeah, I was going to
still-
say, looks like we're all out of order, but everybody got their preference in bar. So there's Doug. Does jiu-jitsu with Lions Pride. He was asking when he started, his main motivation was to get better at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And he was like, is this going to help me? And yes. Absolutely. I competed in jiu-jitsu for a while. I am definitely going to get back into it once my schedule allows me to, when we're at the new building for sure. But you're talking about being able to grab a gi and hold on. CrossFit definitely gets you stronger, and he's definitely an example of that. His jiu-jitsu game has gotten a lot stronger since joining. So John looks good.
Very good. Slow and control.
He's looking around. Look at him.
He's smiling.
Yeah, he's having a blast. I think he forgot he was doing thrusters for a second.
I don't know how you can forget that. Running through my mind. I gotta check the watch. Got a little message real quick.
Yeah,
Wait,
let's
hang
respond
on,
to this.
hang on.
Goodness gracious, get my
He's
Uber
like,
Eats
hang
going.
on. Round 4. Let me just
There's
chill
Casey
for a minute.
looking like a boss. Another reboot athlete.
Moving the barbell very well too.
Sydney Judgener. Yeah, it's really surprising how well the rebooters are moving. Because it's like using there's a dumbbell hybrid called a torpedo. It's kind of like a kettlebell dumbbell. It's not like it's significantly different, but it is a balance issue. It's like throwing in a bunch of new equipment. It's not that people who do CrossFit or reboot can't handle it. It's just like, how do I manipulate this object? And everybody's done great on the rig and on the bar.
Everybody's doing really good. You got Brooke working on her jumping chest to bar.
And she's doing the reverse grip.
Yeah.
The old supinate.
I wish I could do this.
Well, you can't?
What? I can't hit full extension like that. I get stuck
Your
here.
wrist and forearm?
I think this motion, I can't turn this far and stay. This hurts.
Can you do this?
Yeah, my biceps are too big. That's what Billy's saying. Yeah, this.
Can you
this
do this?
Hurts. What?
I don't know.
It's close enough, right?
You just look so painful. You're
No,
like,
this feels fine.
oh, okay. Yeah, then why can't you just do this?
'Cause it hurts.
The camera's not picking up, but his veins are busting out of his
Hey,
head.
I'm sweating. I'm glad y'all can't see that. Jeez. Neck veins popping out.
All right, sponsored by Romwad.
I do ROM WOD every day, just so everybody knows.
Have you ever? What is this one?
Oh, I can't do that one.
The dragon, whatever. I can't do it either, bro.
That's Max right there. My
you
biceps
watch
are too
the
big.
girl do it.
Yeah, she's just like.
Can Ruby do it? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Can you do your hand? Oh yeah. Okay, Ruby's got. We're not gonna put her on camera. That's too easy.
It's the same thing as this one, the one where you have to reach back and do that.
Oh yeah.
This is like max distance right here.
It's because your muscles are too big. Yeah, the first time they did that on Rob one, I was like, that's a joke.
Yeah.
They use ChatGPT to AI to do that. That's impossible.
Yeah, see? It's not impossible. It's impossible for anybody to do.
So Ryan last week had a great pace.
Yep.
Maybe a little too slow at the beginning, but it allowed him to save up, and I think he's learned a lot since then. Of like, it really does pay off to pace yourself
For sure.
and move well. Brooke, when she started, she's come a long way. When we started, we were working on air squat, and she actually struggled to get back up. Not because she was overweight at all. It was because the muscle.
Yeah.
She didn't have the muscle developed. And
Oh, don't worry. She tells me all the time when we have squats. Oh, I can't stand back up.
Well, she literally couldn't the first session. She literally just fell over. Like she sat down on her rear end. But now she's on the thruster. Not only is she doing body weight, multiple reps, she's got a bar in her hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of the updates on the building. They pulled the permit on Monday, and the demo, the way they worded an email to me, I thought that I can't remember what he said or how he said it, but he was like, yeah, we're going to proceed with the demo. And I emailed back and I was like, hey, you better not be out there demoing the building right now. There's going to be 200 people. They're going to kill me if the next picture of the building is dirt.
Yeah.
But they're sending me a Gantt chart lining up all the subcontractors, going to get all those rocking and rolling. The building has been ordered, and what I mean by that is steel. So there's a steel package, and then once that comes in, the structural engineer draws up his footings and all that stuff. And it is a long process, and I've learned that, and now I respect it even more because you've got the city has to be involved, inspectors, you've got the bank. I mean, so many people have to write off on everybody else's work, and then the GC has to put all that into play.
Yep.
But we're finally at the point. You know, I've learned not to give anybody hard dates because those change constantly. But they have pulled the permit and are waiting to schedule the demo once they line it up with the subcontractor. And then April 12th, I'm meeting with a guy in North Carolina who basically is doing what we're going to do. I thought our concept was kind of nuanced, and he's been doing it since 2015. And I had a phone call with him, and I actually went to regionals with him in 2012, which is extremely ironic. I mean, what are the odds? And so we're gonna, me and Jake Elkins are gonna ride out there April 12th, go do a little jiu-jitsu with him, because he has a jiu-jitsu place on site. From 10 to 12 we're going to roll, and then after that I'm going to tour the facility. He has a church called Factory Church in there. He has like a hair space. It's crazy, but that's what we're wanting to do. We want to have a massage therapist for dry needling and assessments and all that on site. Massage therapist. We will have ironclad wrestling, youth conditioning, Lions Pride Jiu-Jitsu. And then all of our services will be back. Rocking and rolling. Good grind with Riley and Allie. It's honestly going to be extremely exciting, and I see Automatic Fire Systems up at the top. One of our sponsors. They're going to be doing the what's it called? Sprinkler system. Yeah. Which is a great idea.
If you're building a new building, here's a tip: get a sprinkler system.
Yeah. Funny story, Chris Schmoll. I was like, hey, do you how big of a building do you need to get sprinklers? Sprinklers are extremely expensive. And so found out the building needed to be sprinkled, and Chris was like, I'll check with Jesse. We'll see if we can get it. We'll save some money and not sprinkle. I said, don't do that. Do not reach out to the fire marshal and ask if we can not the one building that burnt down.
One building in Trussville that burnt down.
Yeah, so no, we're going to do it right. We're going to have security cameras everywhere, fire alarms everywhere, water everywhere. So this building is investing in a legacy that's going to outlive me, or at least I'd like it to be. So all these people that have been here along for the ride, it's going to be such a blast. But we've got 5 minutes left in the 2024 CrossFit Open here at CrossFit Trussville. Technically Monday, but definitely 5 minutes for Friday Night Lights. Doug looking good, and unlike Lee, that mixed grip is he's very mobile.
Ah, not me.
You hear a lot of popping.
I'm gonna have to show you after this that I physically can't do it. It just hurts.
I believe you.
It hurts. I'd rather just do some curls to get my biceps going.
And there's Dr. Daniel looking.
Speaking of vascular,
and looking very veiny. Yeah, he's got that. Those good genes, I guess.
Yeah. So he's moving through 135. So he's in at least his first round of the second 5 rounds.
And he's hanging on to it. God bless him. I guess we're going to
wow.
stay on him for
man. Man, he's hurting. He is hurting.
How many times have you been there? I was like, get this camera off of me. I feel terrible.
It's one of those things that's like, once the camera's on you, you have to be presentable. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I can't anymore.
Right.
I
was trying to time my rests. Like, okay, I'm going to rest. Here comes the camera. Go.
Uh-huh.
So John looking good. Was he still doing chest to bar?
I think he's on his muscle ups now.
Okay.
Yeah, because Sophia's right there coaching him, saying, "Hey, this is what you need to do."
And for those of you guys most of you guys that are watching, do the open, and so he needs to get his hips to the bar. Mm-hmm. He's trying to do an aggressive pull up. He needs to get his hips to the bar. But finishing that thought. So Bailey, that's big weight for her.
Very heavy thruster.
Gomez lighting her up. But yeah, every bar muscle up. Just one rep, even though it's one rep, it's huge. It's thousands, tens of thousands of spots. Yeah. So this would be huge for him.
You got Casey Church in the back. She's actually working on her first pull-up as well.
Okay, so Dr. Daniel doing bar muscle ups.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, he's got to breathe. Knowing him, he came straight from the clinic.
Yeah.
After drinking 6 cups of coffee, so he probably is not super fueled.
For him, this is probably a lot of heart rate. That caffeine's kicking in.
Let's see.
Nice.
Super strong.
Yeah.
That looks good. Yeah, represent Team White. Love it. So Bailey is now into a lifting session here.
I wish that would have been the case for me. Would have been great.
Ryan looking good. Got a very narrow squat.
Very.
Ideally in your squat, you want your knees out. It's safe for your knees, and also you're recruiting your glutes.
Yeah.
Not just your quads. But he's super fatigued. I mean, even landing after doing your pull-ups and your bar muscle-ups, it hurts your quads.
Yeah.
There's Bailey rocking and rolling. Again, this is a lifting session for her.
Yeah, she's basically doing a max thruster every time.
Yeah, and I was going to say, for folks who, like if you saw Gabby, it's the reverse. Gabby's basically doing the exact same thing that Bailey's doing on the thrusters, where it's one all-out rep. So 90 seconds left. Got a nice overhead shot. No longer an overhead shot. Brooke.
Still working on his jumping chest to bar.
Yeah, she's a rock star.
She really is. I hear a lot of screaming.
Yeah, I wonder what it's for. Is Casey? Let's see what Casey's doing here. It's her. Oh yeah, it's 100. It's 100% for Casey. Now she's gonna cuss out the cameraman for being on her. She does not mind speaking her mind.
Oh, that's super exciting.
Yeah, she's gotta relax.
Super exciting.
Just again, just like Gabby, gotta recharge a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hard when you see that you're in the last minute of the event, but gotta recharge. Those arms are a little bit of a slow charge battery. The legs kind of come back quick, but the arms gotta relax.
Daniel's still working on his muscle ups in his, I guess, first round.
And that looked easy.
Yeah.
That one flew up there. He's definitely recovering now. Daniel's a great guy, man. If you got any issues with knees or shoulders or anything, go see him. He's practical, super intelligent.
John's going to give it one last go, it looks like here. Let's see
Come
if
on,
he can
baby.
get
Lean
it.
back, hips. And again, you see how far away those hips
Yeah.
are from the bar. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
You've got to get your hips close. So he's doing a great kip. He's got a kip, then hip.
Yeah, that would be a great chest to bar.
That'll be a great chest bar. Kip, then hip, then head over.
Yeah.
All right, so we got everybody relaxing. Miss Lisa Comer putting up barbells already. She's
on the move.
top of it,
She's on the
ready to
move.
pick up. And then for those of you guys that don't know, we do clean up every single Friday, and we pull out after church on Sunday. So you're gonna see some people start putting stuff up.
Yep.
There is a curtain that is mounted on that rig, a black curtain. So every single thing in the entire gym goes underneath the rig, in storage containers outside, in closets, and then churches on Sundays, and you would never know that. You would never know this event happened.
Yep.
Got cleaning
crazy.
crews that clean bi-weekly, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
We've been here for a year. Doesn't even feel like odd anymore.
Yeah, it is super weird. To come here and call this place during the week a gym it's kind of foreign to me, but at the same time, it feels very natural now. Where you're just like, it is what it is. Like, we can make it work, and we're making it work, and we're going to continue to make it work. So
Yeah, and we're all going to lose our minds once we go into the new gym.
we're not going to know what to do.
100%. Just so much room for activities.
I guess we're going to have to do like a 24-hour workout to start off. and just
Yeah,
roll it
that
out.
sounds like you're going to have a blast.
Yeah, Murph. 24-hour Murph. Every hour, one Murph.
What?
I'm going to get capped hour one.
Oh, geez. Well, listen, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, it's too many people to list off. We talked about how many people it takes to make this production possible. I want to thank every single person that's been a part of this for 24.1, 2, and 3. Everybody that's been a part of this gym, especially while we've been here at the church. And we're looking forward to getting the building started. Once we start the demo, we're going to release that date. We hope everybody can join us.
Yep.
Because we're going to rent a popcorn machine. We don't even know how to do that, but we're going to make it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's going to be fun. And then the GC told me once he starts, man, it is 1,000,000 miles an hour. So even though nothing has happened, it's almost like a firecracker. The fuse has been lit, and then the real magic is about to happen. So thank you again. Lee, do you have anything?
Nothing for me.
All right. Thank you guys again. Best of luck. Thank you. And we'll see you next year.
See y'all.